This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
And a pleasant good evening live from Cameron Stadium. It's football time once again in Oklahoma and across the state. And Jay, this is the favorite time of year. It's Christmas for those of us who love football, and this is the time to do it, to kick it off.
Yeah, it's hot. It's Oklahoma hot. So, it's going to 100 degrees. It's both these teams have been just chomping to get out here and play. So, it's warm, but I guarantee you we're going to see some good football tonight. Well,
I know weather is going to be a factor, but you can't change that, and everybody in the state is going to go through it. So, will cramping be an issue? The answer to that is yes. We're going to see that. How often? It's how they condition, but you got to hand it to both staffs. They make sure that these kids are conditioned throughout the summer, and we're just excited to bring it to you. Of course, we're on Amazon Roku. We're on Roku and Amazon Fire. We're also on the World Wide Web, so you can catch us anywhere on your little smart tablet or your phone when you travel around. And this year we're excited, Jay, 11 high schools in action on a Friday night because we added 5 new schools to the network. We've added Altus, Newcastle, and all of Mid-Del, which is Midwest City, Carl Albert, and Del City, along with the 6 that we already had in the last several years.
Yeah, 11 on at a time is quite a task, but I promise you this, you can't catch better football. So just go check out all the stations. Everybody's up and playing, except we had a couple 0 teams that are off this week. But we're excited to all the new teams that are starting out, Carl Albert and everybody else. We're so excited to have them on board. Mid-Del's been great. But, we just grow every year. I think that's just a testament to the fact that people like watching what we're doing, and people love high school football.
And we want you to be a part of that each and every week. And so, we don't mind talking about the other teams because we know in reality, like on a football Saturday, I bounce around and watch all kinds of college football games. You can too with a high school connection right here. And we'll take a timeout. We got Coach's Show and so much pregame coming up next on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
Hey, it's Al Eschbach. Let me tell you about Darby's Big Furniture in Lawton and Duke, Oklahoma. They have over 110 years supporting the community and adding style and comfort to your home. They have a huge selection of living room, dining room, and bedroom furniture, plus mattresses, entertainment pieces, outdoor furniture, and so much more. Darby's Big Furniture in Lawton and Duke offers no pressure shopping and free delivery. You don't get to be fifth generation in the furniture business in Oklahoma without knowing your customer and your product. All roads lead to Darby's. Check them out at darbysfurniture.com.
Hi, I'm Jack with Arvest Bank. Today's goal, get Hero to do some of those cool tricks with me.
Sit. Paw. On a hoop. Who's a good boy?
It's okay. I should let an expert like Sarah help me. And for your financial goals, Arvest is the expert. Our friendly home loan experts can have you sitting pretty in a new home in no time. When it comes to your finances, trust the experts. Trust Arvest. Watch more Sarah and Hero at arvest.com/experts.
Bridges and Buckner Dentistry at 1802 Northwest 52nd Street has over 32 years of combined experience. They serve Southwest Oklahoma for implant placement and final restorations using guided surgery and CEREC technology.
This enables them to do same-day crowns in the office. Call to set up your appointment today or visit them online at bridgesandbucknerdentistry.com.
Join us at the Elmer Thomas Park in Lawton on October 5th and 6th for the Spirit of Survival race, benefiting the Cancer Centers of Southwest Oklahoma. The 14th annual two-day event has bike rides, a half marathon, quarter marathon, 5K, kids marathon, and a spirit walk for all ages. To find out more and to register, please visit spiritofsurvival.com.
And welcome back to Cameron Stadium. Well, I'll tell you what, the tradition has always been, typically Lawton High Eisenhower for years and years and years. Then Eisenhower dropped to 5A, and then they had to kind of do a little switch up. And so, Lawton High is out in Texas today, and unfortunately that cannot be video streamed, and we apologize for that. Texas rules state that they cannot video stream, so it's an audio-only presentation as they are in Burke Burnett, Texas, and that will be our opponent for next week. But this is Eisenhower and Big Mac. And this has been a rivalry, Jay, that I know that in like the last 10 years, it started to become, and it was interesting. I was talking to Steve Adams, who used to call Eisenhower football many, many years ago, and he said, right at that time, he says it was like 9/11. He remembers it's 2001. Coach Manning says he said it, and they would never use it in the pregame. He said, I don't think it's fair for Macarthur to have to play Lawton High and Eisenhower because we're always either 0-2 or 0-3 heading into district. And, and he says that's one of those things, So then all of a sudden everything turned, and then Macarthur was a player, and they competed, and they actually won city championships, and then they were in the mix of the three. And so now you get these rivalry games, and I know Clinton will be our third non-district game, but we have Eisenhower tonight and then Lawton High next week.
Yeah, I mean, used to, even back in the day when I played, it was not something you wanted to do because you knew that both of those teams were, big schools, much bigger than we were. But Macarthur has really come into their own over the last, 10, 15 years. It's been amazing to see the ability for them to be able to compete at any level. I don't care who we're competing against, they've been able to compete. And I think it's partly the state because the coaching staff has done stuff that nobody across the state does. It seems like they're leading the pack. I mean, it's like they're coming up with offenses before people are using those offenses, and so to me, that's just good business. I mean, if you owned the Macarthur Highlanders, you were happy because they started doing things that we had never done before. Started with the pop, and they go into this wild spread offense that nobody had ever seen, and all these different formations, and nobody knew how to cover it. And so last year was a down year, and I think Coach would tell you that was something he probably didn't like at all, and not making the playoffs is not something Macarthur's used to. I think, 18 years they had always made the playoffs. And so I guarantee you tonight we're going to see a MAC team that is well prepared, and Coach has, as I know, made some changes in the offseason to get prepared for the new season this year.
Well, we talked about the weather, and we show you here it's 97 degrees, and it feels like 101, no wind, virtually southeast at 4 miles an hour. And so that's really going to be the telltale of what Week 1 is going to be. We're going to be back with our keys to the game and our starting lineups, and we'll do all of that coming up next right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
4D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Bar S Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Bar S, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Bar S Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
Suffer from knee or hip pain? Stop hurting and start moving with Mako Partial Knee and Total Hip Replacement. Comanche County Memorial Hospital is proud to be the first and only in Southwest Oklahoma to offer this minimally invasive technology. Surgeons perform procedures with a Mako robotic arm assistant for accurate implant placement customized just for you. The result is improved surgical outcome, minimal hospitalization, rapid recovery, and relief from pain. To see if Mako is right for you, call us today.
Looking for an opportunity to advance in the workplace? Republic Paperboard Company in Lawton, Oklahoma offers competitive wages as well as excellent benefits. Republic is a quality producer of paperboard products used in the manufacturing of gypsum wallboard with advanced technology and a committed staff, and makes them one of the premier paperboard companies in the U.S. using 100% recycled paper fiber. Republic Paper partners with many local organizations to build a better community. Go to republicpaperboard.com.
And welcome back to Cameron Stadium. Going to be a doozy as we kick off all these games across the state. As we mentioned, we have got some great matchups across the state, including some on our own network. I'd like to see, and actually I'll get to see them on demand, is Midwest City and Carl Albert. And they don't play a lot. I didn't know that was, I thought it was something like what we do. They play very little.
Oh, really?
And last year was the first kind of send-off, and that was the first time Carl Albert had ever beaten Midwest City. And now, Midwest City's on this terror and that run, stuff like that. As you can see, the Macarthur Highlanders are going back to the locker room for the last a bit of, pregame announcements, as we get about 16:53 before the kickoff of tonight's game. Our pregame is brought to you by Crystal Miller at 1104 Southwest B Avenue. Phone 581-0970. Business or personal taxes, payroll, or accounting, give Crystal a call. Let's give you your keys to the game. And the keys to the game is brought to you by Lawton Optical. Lawton Optical at 205 Southwest C Avenue. Phone 355-4509. Eyewear to suit your needs. Stylish frames for you. I think basically the Highlanders need to get started fast. You got a returning starting quarterback of 3 years. I think you want to limit Eisenhower. Eisenhower's got a brand new coach. And so the thing is, you want to maybe get that started, get your momentum started. I think traditionally Macarthur is play fast, so I think get a fast start, I think, is the keys to this game, because the thing is, if you tire your opponent out and you get them with cramps and you want them to quit because it's too hot, I think a fast start is probably one of my keys to the game.
Yeah, Macarthur definitely this year has got to be ready to get off the field and, not have extended drives. Last year we gave up some really large plays, and it just seemed to kill us, and then we killed ourselves a lot last year. And so this is a new year. Obviously they've worked on the defense, and they got some new players in there, so it's going to be exciting to see some of the new guys out there that we haven't seen before. I just think, from what I can understand, Macarthur is really going to be a foe this year. So it's kind of weird, though, isn't it, Eric, to be on this side of the field? I mean, we're in the press box in the home side, but we're the away team today here in Cameron because it's a
But the weird thing about it is, and I talked to my family about this, we're going to be here a month.
I know.
Because we're home for the first 4 weeks because we traveled to Clinton, remember. That will be a Thursday game, 2 weeks. But we got Eisenhower away today. Then next week we're at home for Lawton High, and then home for Clinton, and then home. So then for the whole month of September, Mac fans are here. So that's okay. I mean, we won't travel until like it gets to be a new month. So, okay, we've got of course coaches' comments. We'll talk a little bit about this and the diversity between these two teams, and we'll do that right after this timeout as you're watching Big Mac football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Here at Carpet One, we have a great selection of carpet, hardwood, vinyl, tile, laminate, and area rugs. With all this, you're sure to find exactly what you want for your home. Come browse our exclusive selection or give Carpet One at Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Hi, I'm Jack with Arvest Bank. Today's goal? Create a cake masterpiece. What do you think? I should let an expert like Bronwyn help me. And for your financial goals, Arvest is the expert. We know the right ingredients for your small business to succeed. See us for loans, cash flow tools, equipment financing, and more. Trust the experts. Trust Arvest.
No.
Watch Bronwyn create sweet art at our experts' website.
Whether you're building the house of your dreams or just doing a simple remodel, Hard Rock Surfaces would love to help you find top quality natural stone countertops to fit your style and budget. Give Hard Rock Surfaces a call today for a free estimate.
At Brady's Design Center, we have a large selection of stylish tile, carpet, wood flooring, custom cabinets, furniture, and all kinds of accessories to make your home one of a kind. Give Brady's Design Center a call today for a free estimate.
Crowning Around in the Tux Room at 215 Southwest C Avenue in Lawton has been serving the surrounding area for the past 13 years. Specializing in prom, homecoming, and pageant dresses, plus budget bridesmaid dresses starting at $79. Plus, they are your headquarters for tux rentals for the individual or the entire group, with wedding packages starting at just $66. You can even shop the entire collection found online at crowningaround.com. Crowning Around in the Tux Room, 215 Southwest C Avenue.
Crystal Miller CPA has been serving Lawton and the surrounding areas for the last 12 years, offering tax preparations from the simple to complex financial statement preparations for business and payroll service to keep your business running smooth. Crystal's team also offers business operation consulting to help new businesses get started. Call and set up your appointment today. Crystal Miller CPA, 581-0970, located at the Eagles Landing at 11th and B Avenue in Lawton.
Well, it's time for the Coach's Show. And first off, Coach, how we ended last year, I think everybody's excited for this year to begin.
Yeah, we're ready to get last season out of our brains, and it's been a tough off season. Having to deal with being 4-6 last year, something that we're not used to, and something that we don't have. We don't want to happen again. So, we've worked hard and we've done things that to try to get back to where we think we ought to be.
What do you think is the best benefit, if there is such a thing, of being 4-6 from the coaching aspect of it and from the players aspect to be able to springboard off of that?
I think just being, kind of a wake-up call for us, I think is really good. Getting back to some of the basics, it always makes you go back and look at, how were we successful in the past? Why were we not successful last year? And sometimes those answers are simple, and most of the time they're not. And but just kind of, I think it's good for us all to not take for granted those good years, and it'll make you really appreciate them. When you're not very good. So, it's that's the main motivation probably for our off season, was just getting back and being a better team in 2019.
Review for us like the summer how that's been for Summer Pride, and then your first look at some scrimmages.
Yeah, summer was really successful. We had our spring ball at the end of May, and then went to a team camp in Mustang. That's always really, really good for us. And then had a good Summer Pride. Attendance is always really good, and it was this year too. And then the fall camp has been good, and we've faced some really tough teams in our scrimmages. And there are times that we've looked good, there's times that we've looked really bad, but that's part of playing all those good teams, is that they're going to show you what you need to work on and show you your deficiencies in a hurry. But we're excited. We struggled against McGinnis, did not have a very good scrimmage at all, and kind of had some good talks right after that scrimmage, and came back and had a much better week of practice in the second scrimmage week, and did a lot more positive things against Santa Fe and Mustang and Carl Albert, and feel good about going into week 1.
As far as personnel is concerned, most of us are very knowledgeable that we have a returning quarterback for his 3rd year, so he's a senior this year. So Racer Felter comes back, but tell us a little bit about some of your changes in personnel.
Well, probably our biggest change offensively is we have moved Nasir Kemper from running back to receiver, and we're really excited about him. He's a great athlete, and probably more in his natural position at receiver. And we're going to have him in the backfield too, running the ball a little bit. But he's probably the biggest change as far as position goes. Got a relatively new offensive line, and Isaiah Posse's back to start a 3rd year. But we've got some guys that we really like. They haven't got a whole lot of playing time in the past, but guys like Talon Phillips is going to be a really good player for us, and got some young guys like Epperoni Tato and Logan Vernon that are stepping up as sophomores and going to do a good job. Tato started the last 3 games for us, I think, last year as a freshman. So we're feeling good about them, and Cooper Morrow on the other side is a senior that stayed in the program and worked hard his entire career, and is getting his shot this year.
Week 1, Eisenhower Eagles, a little different, got a different coach, different philosophy. So what do you know, very limited as we do, when you start this time of the season and all you have is a scrimmage film? What do we know about Eisenhower for this matchup for tonight?
Well, like you said, we don't know just a ton about them. We've got the 2 scrimmage films that we've traded with them, and I think they look very organized. They look like they know where to line up and what to do, and I think Coach Gibson has done a good job with that. And every time I've ever been around him and heard him talk, he's said all the right things, and it seems like he's trying really hard to get their program back on the right track. And we'll see. It's going to be one of those deals that I know they're going to do some stuff that we haven't seen yet, and we're going to have to be flexible and be able to adjust quickly.
Throwback, this is the 50th anniversary of the Highlander Nation, and it was neat to see the old M decals that I guess we're going to have all season long. Tell us about why we decided to, let's go ahead and show that off. That's going to be all year.
Yeah. This was the original decal that that Macarthur had 50 years ago in 1969 when they started the season, and on the other side we have the 50, the 50 for the 50-year anniversary. And just thought it was something cool that we could do to commemorate the 50th year anniversary. We're going to have a big homecoming for week 2 in the Lawton High game. Had to wait until we're the home team to have that, but it's pretty neat. Got a lot of old players, I think, coming back, and I know they've sold shirts, and they've got a big thing at the coin toss, and just going to be a really cool deal, to look back at all the accomplishments that Macarthur football's had over the last 50 years.
We hope 50 is a lucky charm for us, and we're hoping for big things to start the season. Who has the rights to carrying out the hammer for week 1?
Yeah, Aaron Woodson does. It's the first time he's ever gotten it. He's a receiver and safety, and he's this first time, more so than just the physical things that we look at from week to week when we get into the season. This first one is basically the guy that's been the toughest throughout the off season and spring ball and in fall camp, and he's a great one. He's really aggressive. He's really intense in practice. He works hard every single day. He's the kind of guy that if the scout offense completes a pass on him, he's genuinely upset at himself, and pushes himself and is a real pleasure to coach.
Week 1, Eisenhower. It's at Cameron Stadium, and we're bringing it to you next here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Top Notch Barbecue. Serving up the best barbecue in the Southwest at 2012 West Gore, right next to Raymond's. With a variety of barbecue from sliced and chopped brisket, sausage, hot links, pulled pork, chicken, ribs, awesome loaded baked potatoes, and you can't forget about their famous cowboy fries. Top it off with a fresh, made-from-scratch dessert. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 8, Sunday, 11 to 3. Top Notch Barbecue. 2012 West Gore Boulevard, next to Raymond's.
Gardeners, a reminder from your friends at Bedrock Nursery. The fall season is upon us, and now is the best time to plant. Here at Bedrock Nursery, we have a wide selection of trees and shrubs, homegrown annual bedding plants that survive the winter season, hardy garden mums in all your favorite fall colors, and don't forget to bring the kiddos to pick through the largest pumpkin selection in Southwest Oklahoma.
We invite you to come visit Lawton's premier full-service garden center, Bedrock Nursery. Come see the difference at Bedrock Nursery.
Nobody moves more real estate than Pam and Barry's team.
And that's why our clients keep coming back to us.
We had some friends that recommended the Pam and Barry team, and they exceeded all of our expectations.
Our home sold in 3 days. It was a wonderful and easy experience.
And we would love to help you.
So follow the signs of Pam and Barry's team at RE/MAX at 248-8800. We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
Bring you now to our coin toss. Coin toss is brought to you by Crazy Cones, not your average shaved ice. Come by at 4514 Southeast Lee Boulevard and create your own Crazy Cone. It's your Crazy Cone coin flop, coin toss, and your coin flip.
Flip flop. Is that what you said?
You know, and I always find it interesting. After they do the pleasantries, he always really has to explain, this coin is this side, this is this side, okay, and then he gets to choose, okay, then you guys are going to call it in the air, okay, this is what he's going to call, is this what he said, you know, and so basically there is the flip. We're going to get to find out who's going to get the ball. Looks like Eisenhower has won the toss and is deferred to the second half. So we got about 2:49 left before the kickoff of tonight's game. So let's give you your starting lineups. First off, Jay, starting lineups is brought to you by Splash Pools and Spas. Let us show you the art of living well. 249 East Gore Boulevard in Lawton. So let's give you your starting lineups. First off, you know, for your Macarthur Highlanders. Starting with Racer Felter, he's your quarterback, senior. D.D. Davis is going to carry the rock at running back. He's also a senior. Nazir Kemper. Now, Mr. Kemper was our running back last year, and they moved him over to wide receiver, and Coach thinks, as he said in the coach's show, that's probably the best place for him. Montez Edwards, sophomore at wide receiver. Aaron Woodson, who we know is senior, he's coming back, makes some great leaping catches. Isaiah Gray, sophomore, comes in the rotation. Then our O-lineman, Logan Vernon. Then Mr. Tato. Isaiah Posse, the senior that comes back, 3-year starter there. Talon Phillips, a host of a lot of Phillips, and then Cooper Morrow. Then let's go over to the defensive side of things. For your defenses, Aaron Woodson's going to play both sides of the ball as they come storming out of the Macarthur tent. You know, sometimes they have a mascot. You know, sometimes they're sort of a bulldog or a wolverine or something like that. But Kobe Hausman, a senior, at the defensive back, Derek Newton. Mr. Kemper playing both sides of the ball. Kellen Murray, then Dwayne Thompson. Corey Bizzarro, we've seen a lot of action from him at linebacker last year. Matthew Santos, Isaiah Posse playing both ways at defensive line. And then Tato and Phillips will be in the big three. So we're about a minute 8 before we kick this off. We're going to take one more timeout and then tee it up for real. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Becker Raybon Funeral Home has been serving the funeral needs of Southwest Oklahoma since 1940 and has been owned by the Raybon family since 1975. They're proud to be a part of the Lawton community and wish each school a safe and successful season. In football, direction is important, and a team relies on the coach. The same is true when dealing with life's changing moments. Their staff is eager to find ways to assist you. When it comes to measuring levels of service, there are other funeral homes, and then there is ours. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, 1502 Fort Sill Boulevard. All right, welcome back here to Cameron Stadium. Ready to kick this off. 12 on the board, and you know what that means across the state of Oklahoma. We are ready to go. Let's give you your kickoff sponsor. This first kickoff is brought to you by First Baptist East. 100% committed to connecting the people in Lawton Fort Sill with the life-changing love of Christ. Join us each and every Sunday, First Baptist East. And now let's give you your kickoff sponsor. Kickoff sponsor is brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In with 2 locations to serve you. 7 Northwest Sheridan Road and 6810 Northwest Cache Road. Come on, everyone. Let's go to Wayne's. Before or after the game, cherry limeade and a whole bunch more. So the sun is going to be setting eventually on the west side of Cameron Stadium, and the Eisenhower Eagles are going to be traveling east to west on their kickoffs. So the Macarthur Highlanders are basically going to take it from the west side of Cameron Stadium, traveling back home, as they'd say, going back home to the east side. So the Eisenhower Eagles won the coin toss and have elected to defer, so they will be on the and we're off across the state of Oklahoma, including here at Cameron Stadium, and the ball is going to go out and touch back in the end zone, and so the Highlanders will start 1st and 10 right outside their own 20-yard line.
Well, I'm not sure it's a great idea to let Mac take the ball first. If I'd have had my brothers, I'd have said, you know what? I don't know. Well, all I can say is I don't know the coach's name for Eisenhower yet, but
Eric Gibson, I think. Welcome to Lawton Fort Sill.
Football. Here you go.
Yeah, I know, and he says he knows that there's history and rivalry. So right here, your third-year starting quarterback, Racer Felter. We'll have D.D.
with the yellow shoes.
And Mr. Davis is right to his right. 2 receivers, actually 3 receivers on the slant, over cross, right up the middle, 30, 35, 40, off to the races. No one will catch him to the 50 on the first play from scrimmage. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Macarthur! Mr. Kemper on a slant pass.
Well, that little inside screen is all it takes. And as I said, I didn't know if I wanted to put Macarthur's offense on the field first, but I don't think they'll do that again. They don't want no more of that. And that's a little small. That's the safest pass you can throw. So it's just, and Mac's going to line up in those crazy formations again.
Yep. And so your PAT coming up. I would have never thought that the first play from scrimmage was going to be taken to the house, and that starts your 2019 season after coming 4-6 and missing the playoffs. And the Highlanders strike first to put 6 on the board.
Well, Kemper had proven that he's a wideout.
PAT coming up. Ball is down. The kick is up. Kick is on its way. This kick is blocked, and that's going to end in the end zone for a missed opportunity. 6-0 our score. 11:48, just 12 seconds off the clock to start this game. We'll be back right after this.
Purchase
on the Oklahoma Sports
highlights
Network.
and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
At Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning, we take pride in our quality air conditioner and heater repair and replacement services, as well as providing the highest customer satisfaction. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving Lawton and the surrounding area for over 25 years. We have the knowledge, equipment, and trained technicians to take care of all your heating and cooling needs. Give us a call. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air, 355-1811.
All right, back here at Cameron Stadium, let's give you your scoring recap from Trey Chambers Chiropractic. In need of support? Well, Chambers Chiropractic. 23-10 E-score. We got your back. Here it is. One play, 80 yards, 6-0. Just like that. And now your kickoff sponsor brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In. Wayne's Drive-In with 2 locations to serve you. 7 Southwest Sheridan, 6810 Northwest Cash Road. Come on, everyone. Let's go to Wayne's. So this is going to be a chip shot, a little bit short, fielded at about, then dropped right at the 27-yard line to the 30, and then taken down right after he crosses about the 35, 36-yard line.
Well, we're having some special teams issues. If you saw there, the tee just about went as far as the ball, but and then on the extra point, the snap was on the ground, and then the kick got blocked, and it was all about special teams miscues. So I'm sure coaches want to get that cleaned up right away.
So let's see Eisenhower's first opportunity with the ball under the direction of a new head coach, Eric Gibson. Welcome to the Lawton Fort Sill community.
Absolutely.
In the shotgun formation, 2 receivers on the far side. Going to be a handoff, and they are hitting the backfield. And I'll tell you what, Phillips and a host of other Highlanders takes it all the way back to about the 29-yard line.
Well,
that is great defense right from the get-go. We're getting them the beat off the snap.
Well, when your interior linemen get that kind of push, it's going to be a long day if that's all they've got to give to us.
And you got to say, we're going to hopefully say his name a lot, but Talon Phillips of the Phillips brothers, that junior, look at that. He's just waiting. He's just at the line. Football pedigree runs in that family. 2 receivers on the far side, 1 on the near side in the shotgun formation. Little clap, snap count, almost picked off. Heads up play for the Highlanders. If Hausman would have just been looking in the right direction, he would have had his pick. So automatically it's now a 3rd down and 16 for the Eisenhower Eagles with 11:03 left to go here in the first quarter. Just underway. First possession for both teams. If you're just joining us, the Highlanders in the first play from scrimmage at the 20-yard line, a slant pass to Nazir Kemper. Kemper off to the races and scores. PAT is missed. 6-0. First possession for the Eisenhower Eagles. Man in motion coming to the near side of the field. Fake to the motion man, going to the far side of the field, then cuts it up. Now to the 40, and then gets upended at about the 42-yard line.
Yeah, I would suggest you punt here.
Yeah, 10:50 in the first quarter. So the Eisenhower Eagles kind of made it kind of respectable after the 3rd down and long, but, if they would have had a little bit shorter yardage, maybe have got their first conversion, but they go 3 and out. 4th down at about 6, right outside their own 42-yard line. Snap away at the 30-yard line, kick away, high, and is backpedaling, fielded at about the 19-yard line. Now taking to the 20, going to the outside, trying to get to the corner, and then there's flags on the play.
Gosh, you don't want to block in the back on a return. I mean, they're already by you.
They're already by you, and there's really it doesn't get you anywhere except for backwards. And so our first
game jitters, you know what I mean? I got to hit somebody, and
so that came fast, and there was 2 guys whipping that out. So, so our officials are Johnny on the spot and gets that at the 10:19 mark of this contest. 6-0 as the Highlanders scored from the first place of scrimmage, and yes, indeed, against the Highlanders, block in the back, and we're going to march us back down to right where almost it was fielded, at about the 19-yard line. So the 19-yard line back to work for the Highlanders on their second possession of the ball game. Felter got a man in motion. Going to right there as a pop motion man going to hit the corner and then kind of runs out of real estate, and you got to hand it off as Woodson couldn't make the corner because there was a track down on the defense, and you got to say they made sure that he wasn't getting anywhere in a hurry.
Yeah, they had good pursuit. The only thing that I can say is, it won't be long before you'll see a reverse from Macarthur because they had 11 guys right there. So, assignment football is key.
Set them up. So 9:54 left to go here in the first quarter. Highlanders on top by a score in the missed PAT. Almost drew them out. Yeah, they are going to draw and comes across just a little bit early in a hard count. Is you got to watch the Highlanders will do that because we don't huddle. We get a play call from the sidelines, and then we can get another one. And you got a 3rd-year starting quarterback like that, he can certainly make things happen.
Yeah, and you always tell your defense, don't listen. don't listen, but they listen no matter what you say.
9:46 left to go here in the first quarter. It's going to be a handoff to Kemper, who is in the backfield, and I'll tell you what, stacked up by the Eisenhower defense. That got the fans up and rolling because about 5 blue jerseys said, we'll get you right at the point of contact. So the 3rd and short was negated. As we said, Kemper's going to go a little bit back and forth. We're going to see Kemper on both sides, either at receiver or at running back. 3rd down and short. 3 receivers here on the near side. Boy, they're loading the box. Try to stop a run, and we've not really seen our quarterback run as we know that he's capable of doing. Very interesting as they're looking at the other sideline. You know, I'm so used to being the home team. I said, what is he looking at? Oh, yeah, that's right. We're the away team. Okay, so it's going to be a design run. As we said, quarterback Keeber by Felter gets all the way up to about the 40, up to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10, move the chains.
No, there's a flag. It's coming back for holding.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Yep, that's what he said, come on back.
Holding.
Whitecap said it right there. So that negated a great run by your quarterback, and he's going to hate that.
Well, when the guy you're blocking turns around and you drag, he goes to the ground, and you got a hold of him, chances are you're going to get a holding penalty. I mean, it's pretty simple.
And really, not much time has elapsed from this quarter. You know, the action that we've seen, we're still at the 9:01 mark here of the first quarter. 6-0 Highlanders lead on the first play from scrimmage, and that's been about it. And Eisenhower's defense, you got to hand it to them. They're hat on hat. Right now they're playing assignment football.
And I'm going to tell you, they got some pretty big guys.
Oh, Racer man, he stepped up in the pocket.
Late hit.
There's a late hit, and that's going to be 15 yards, and that's uncharacteristic from what you want. You want to make sure that you don't do anything. You already had him for a loss. You had a bad sack, and then that's it. So, negated, dead ball, foul. And boy, I'll tell you what, you hate for Eisenhower to be able to be in that position because you already had a stop. You had the extra, but the little extra pylon is what they didn't want to do. So it's going to be about a 3rd down and, well, they're going to be 4th down. As they marked off the penalties, which got them indecent. But, you know, I think this is usually a pooch puntable opportunity as Racer Felter will stand back, get a low snap, kick it away. Man, he had to not really get the greatest of kick, but to get a little Cameron roll and bounce down to about the 42, 40-yard line, then 39 and stop. So the Highlanders come up empty on their second possession. First possession was their first score with an 80-yard touchdown slant to Kemper. And that was for 6, and the PAT no good. So we're at 8:45 left to go here in the first quarter. And your first quarter sponsor, brought to you by First Baptist East, 100% committed to connecting the people, Lawton Fort Sill with life-changing love of Christ. You can join us each and every Sunday at First Baptist East. So Eisenhower now in their second possession, as their first possession went to a 3-and-out. And they'll go the motion, coming near the near side, sweep, then tries to cut it back up the middle. And by that time, that was in the heart of the Highlander defense.
They're completely orange.
All right. So 8:30 left to go here in the first quarter. Second possession for the Eisenhower Eagles.
I'm impressed with Eisenhower's size.
Well, and I'm, they're very well disciplined too. They're in the right places where they need to be. Trips here on the near side, straight back to pass, rolling down, looking, throwing, little pitch and catch, makes that man miss right at the 40-yard line. So negates some of the negative yards, back up in the positive direction, but nonetheless, this is going to make a 3rd down and long. So 3rd down, what was a 2nd down and 14 will be a 3rd down and 8.
Corey Bizarro was fixing to hammer him down, so he said, I better go ahead and go out of bounds here. And I think Corey Bizarro last year was all over the field. I can't wait to see after another year of growth what he can do here on defense.
3rd down, 2 receivers near side, far side, back in the shotgun formation, hand clap. Straight back to pass. Looking downfield, flushed out of the pocket. Bizarro on the run, and gets him right there. That's what you said at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, he's got the speed to get through those gaps. if the lineman can get up there and make some good penetration, that leaves those gaps open, and linebackers can take complete advantage. Defensive ends, that leaves everybody able to get to the ball.
So London Firefighters bringing you their instant replay. Punting situation back at the 24-yard line. Ooh, it's high, deep. And he let that go. Oh, my. It's going to go out at about maybe the 12-yard line. So a little misjudge over the head for Houseman. So Kobe Houseman lets that go and go free. And, man, how many times have we talked about it? We'd like to just try to see and catch that and get something going on special teams as opposed to getting ourselves pinned back.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to catch that, even if you have to fair catch it, come up and get it. And it was a high enough ball. That's one that you think. Now, those that are tumbling or acting crazy, I'm the kind of coach that was like, get away, but it freaked me out that they'd fumble it. But if it was that's a good punt.
Got a man in motion. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle, and nothing doing as Davis only gets maybe a half a yard.
Well, you know that Eisenhower has got to be tired of being pushed around by Macarthur. It's like, I'm done with that.
Well, and there's city pride, there's rivalry,
New season, it's everybody's 0-0, and that's what they're looking at.
Got them to come a little bit early, and I know there's another flag on the play. So a 2nd and 10 is going to make it a little bit easier with maybe a 2nd and 5. So the hard count has worked twice now in the Highlander favor. So, Felter rolls out, looks back, going to go this one out to Kemper, and outstretched hands. See that near miss right there. See, just right there at the tip. And that's going to be where we're going to see him connect. I mean, this is a timing route, but they're playing around with it. But I'll tell you what, that is going to be big strikes. So now we see why they put Kemper in that wide receiver slot. Good crowd on both sides, filling up Cameron Stadium just like the way we see it. 6:54 left to go here in the first quarter. It's going to be a handoff to Davis. Makes one man miss at the 20, then gets up to close to the sticks.
I think he got it.
Yep, he already motioned that he's got it. Lines judge says move the chains.
Move it, baby, move it.
So D.D. Davis
he's kind of a wide load. He's
215-pound senior.
His shoulders are about as wide as he is tall.
So 6:48 left to go here in the first quarter, 6-0, and the only score has been the first play from scrimmage for the Macarthur Highlanders, and then both teams have kind of held each other in check.
Yeah.
Almost like game last night, Chicago and Green Bay. It was at 7-3 forever, right?
Boring.
Got a man in motion. Oh, man, well, I like that we let early. No flags. Racer Felter's going to throw. Oh, wow. Almost picked, almost caught for a touchdown, but almost doesn't count in this game.
What you're going to say is, Racer, don't throw off your back foot. Racer, you're falling backwards. That's not the pass you want to throw. Run for it. Take off. You sure don't want to throw a pick on first down.
So, here we go. Back for another 2nd and 10. Trips on the far side. Felter back. A flush in the pocket, then decides to run, but someone's done their homework. They say that, sometimes he baits that like it's a deep throw, and then he's off to running. Someone's done their homework on tape, and they are able to spy him out well and get a loss back at the 22-yard line. 6:05 remaining here in the first quarter. 6-0 Mac on top. Kemper, one of the two receivers here on the near side. Two on the far side. Davis off to, we got a flag, and this is going to start. Whistle dead, and this is going to be, was it false start?
Yeah, I think so.
Man, it is. And this is frustrating. I know it's first game, and you say jitters or nerves or stuff like that. And basically, you're finding yourself from a 3rd down and long, and coaches don't have a 3rd down. It was a 3rd down and 15.
There's nothing in the
play call is
3rd and 20. No.
Yeah, you don't have a 3rd and 20.
You have a 3rd, and let's hope we can get a big play here and get 20.
All right, so back to work is what Racer Felter and company, and boy, they're loading up to send the house. Back to pass. See, it's just we're not really teamed up yet on the break of the ball and when he has to throw, and you got to credit Eisenhower's defense to come and get that pressure because Montez Edwards, the intended receiver, that falls incomplete and a 4th down, and this is now the second opportunity where the Highlanders are going to punt.
Well, just offensively, other than the very first play, we just haven't had no continuity. There was just been nothing that's really worked. And give credit to Eisenhower. They have great coverage right now, and they're making some pressure up the middle with their interior linemen.
And this is a good punt this time.
Looks like that was a
and then
block
up to
in the
about
back.
the 50-yard line.
That was close to a block in the back right there. I thought, uh-oh.
So there's a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching. Well, they say a timeout. No one's leaving. So I know the public address announcer says there's timeout, but well, okay, yeah, he said now there is. So it's officially a timeout. So we'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Big Mac Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Introducing Nissan's Bottom Line Sales Event.
In this event, it's all about your bottom line.
Take $4,000 off Frontiers and $8,000 off 2019 Titans. With our industry-leading 5-year, 100,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, the Titan can handle any workload you choose.
The Murano takes $7,500 off your bottom line, and Altima $5,000 off and 2.4% financing for 60 months.
Nissan of Lawton.
The right car at the right price.
Back here in action at Cameron Stadium, 5:33 to go, and now a flag on the play. So now we're getting the start of this. And Eisenhower coaching staff says it's against them. No, it's not. It's a false start on Eisenhower.
Yeah.
With 5:32 left to go. Going to shift over. Running back goes to the right. And then oh, wow, he makes one man miss. A helmet comes off down to the 50, misdirection, 45, 40, still up to the races, the 30, to the 20, and then fell down to about the 12-yard line. And, boy, I'll tell you what, you lose a helmet, and you talk about misdirection. So now first down Eagles inside the red zone for the Eagles. Two receivers on the far side, one on the near side. High snap. Going to be a handoff. Little juke move down to about the 10-yard line. Setting up shop, striking for their first opportunity.
Well, there was nothing exciting about that. That was just a handoff.
Well, good misdirection, and you got a miss, and a helmet comes off, and then you're off to your races like athletes do. Trying to punch their ticket into the end zone. The 4:55 mark in the first quarter. As Macarthur leads 6-0, Eisenhower threatening right outside the MAC 11. Snap. Looking to the pylon, and then, intercepted down to the 15 to 20. He'll be gone. No one will catch him. 30, 35, 40. What a great read. There's one guy to catch him, and he will. I thought he was going to go to the house, but down to about the 25-yard line.
Wow, that was a great pick.
Going to see that again for an instant replay. Boom. And then he's off. And I thought he was going to be off to the races. But the Highlanders are going to set up shop. But this is good for the one guy that has to do the angle. And it's first down Highlanders. So we change ends. They're at their 11-yard line. And now we set up shop. So 1st and 10 right outside the Ike 36 with 4:34 left to go. Here in the first quarter. Sideline warning against the Highlanders. This is the first time ever that I've seen the Highlanders go under center, and Coach says he's never gone under center. It always scared him, but we actually went under center for the first time in years. And a handoff to Kemper will go around the corner to get the 1st and 10, move the chains inside the red zone. So that's a red zone opportunity from Billingsley Hyundai. For stress-free shopping of new and used cars or trucks, choose Billingsley Hyundai, 82nd and Quanah Parker, your red zone specialists. Let's see if we can punch it in here, Jay, with 4:16 left to go after a turnover interception. Davis gets the handoff, gets down to the 12-yard line. I'm still kind of trying to understand. I'll have to ask Coach this because he says we never go under center. Because I said, don't you ever want to go under center for like a quarterback sneak or something like that? He said, I've never done it. I'd be afraid to do it.
Well, we never did it in middle school.
I understand that. So this was a first, a Macarthur first, but it got the first down. But now we're back at 2nd and 10 with 3:50 left to go here in the first quarter.
I like to go into center some because then if you're down on the goal line, like the Boomer Sooners were last week, and sometimes you let your quarterback sneak it.
There it is, another slant, this time at the opposite side, to the 3, to the 2, 1, touchdown, Macarthur, Aaron Woodson.
Yeah, just a great play, and it's just one of those deals.
We're going to see this again.
Gets out here, roll back
right there,
and they miss it. They miss the tackle.
There's
here.
a miss. Yep, and then off to the races for the end zone. With 3:33 left to go here in the first quarter, Highlanders score to make it 12-0, and the PAT coming up. Are they going to go for 2? Looks like they are because they missed the PAT. Racer Felter will race to try to get it, and he will score. So that makes it 14 just like that. The Highlanders got the PAT miss back in their favor with 3:33 left to go before the end of the first quarter. 14-0 Big Mac. We'll take a timeout. You're watching Big Mac football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
It's time to start cracking it, cooking it, buttering it, grilling it, baking it, brewing it. McDonald's fires up the griddle every morning so you can start digging in and enjoying it. And saving with the Mix and Match deal. Choose from Sausage McMuffin with egg, Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit, or Bacon, Egg, and Cheese McGriddles, 2 for just $4. Add any size soft drink for just $1. Make your morning routine a little better.
All right, let's give you your scoring recap brought to you by Trey Chambers Chiropractic. In need of a support? Well, at Chambers Chiropractic, 2310 East Gore, we have got your back. And that was just a little 11-yard scamper into the end zone, a little misdirection. Gets another 6, so the PAT is good. And now your kickoff sponsor is brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In. 2 locations to serve you, 7 Southwest Sheridan Road, 6810 Northwest Cache Road. Come on, everyone, let's go to Wayne's.
I did last night, and I had me a sweet tea.
The cherry limeades.
Oh,
yes. You know, you get the greatest steak fingers in town.
Woo.
Steak finger basket. Oh,
Sissy burger is the thing.
So we've had a pick and then a setup for a touchdown as the hits the turf, but able to pick it up at the 20. Then mad dash to try to get around the corner on the farther side. Now we get a flag on the play as he gets back up to about the 20-yard line with 3:27 left to go here in the first quarter. First quarter is brought to you by First Baptist East. 100% committed to connecting to the people, Lawton Fort Sill. Join them each and every Sunday. 3:27 left to go in the first. 14-0 Big Mac.
Kind of have something new this year, Eric, where actually the fans that are watching the game tonight can actually purchase the game if they so choose. When the game's finished, you'll be able to go to oksportsnet.com just below the game, and you'll be able to tap that and be able to pay $10 to be able to have a copy of tonight's game. And we're so excited to be able to offer that to, especially to parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles that are forever away and can watch these games as many times as they want and have them forever.
That's right. And then also this game will be on demand where you can still watch for free if you just don't want a copy of it, and you can just do that up to a year, up until June, until we clean the slate. But you'll have opportunities to go back, watch this. They are really pinned back at their own 9-yard line in the shotgun formation. Looks like someone may have come early, but there's no flag on the play. Ball gets up to about the 10-yard line. And the clock continues to roll at 3:18 left to go here in the first. But, you know, you got to say, first game, everybody's excited about this. The crowds have filled the stands on both sides, anticipation. So good Ike support, good Mac support. We appreciate it here for Lawton Public Schools.
Absolutely. Stands are filling up. People are still coming in.
Well, you know, I think, I'll just wait till that sun goes down just a little bit more. It's kind of like that OU game tomorrow.
Oh,
you know, it's like, if it's pay-per-view and you're going to go, it is going to be a little bit warm, isn't it? At their own 11. It's going to be another handoff. Oh, right up the middle, up the gut of the Highlander defense to the 20, 25, 30, first and 10 and more, to the 40, and then another cutback, and then finally gets spied at the 50-yard line, and a tackle from Matthew Santos.
Santos runs him down. If not, he's still going. But
look at the cuts. Just watch him just looking for the lanes.
But there's just nothing. Mac's just not filling the gaps. There's just nothing there. The backside is just gaping.
Some downhill blocking, too. Some extra support from the Eisenhower. Design run blocks. Stayed on his block to get the extra yards. 2 receivers on the far side, 1 on the near side. It's going to be another handoff. Boy, you want to go to that well.
Oh, that's better.
One too many times. Right back to the 50-yard line. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Second down with 2:12 left to go here in the first quarter.
Well, your interior linemen get a push. Your linebackers have got to fill the gaps. If they don't, they're off to the races. And Mac's got a pretty good push tonight. I mean, their interior linemen are getting a pretty decent push. But it seems like all Ike is doing is just coming back on some little slants back to the other side or counters and trying to make that happen.
Right at midfield. A second down attempt. Now, boy, what a pickup.
What was that?
Almost a suplex there of almost taking him straight down.
Wow.
And that was Murray, Kellen Murray. I thought this was like a wrestling move.
I thought he was going to souffle him right there on the ground and give him
Glad he didn't, because that would have been a penelty.
It would have been a WWE thing.
If he would have drove him into the turf, it would have been a penalty.
Yeah, I was glad he let him down. Like and he kind of let him down funny. Like maybe he's going to let him run a little more. Like,
but do you think they've gone to the well of this handoff to the right side one too many times for the Macarthur defense? Because that is, I know it's worked, but then they've come straight back to it 3 consecutive plays. Third down and 9, right outside the 49, inside Highlander territory. 2 receivers on the far side, 1 on the near side. Straight back to pass, in the pocket, collapses on the run, and then is tackled as he gets back to the midfield stripe to the original line of scrimmage to bring up 4th down.
Well, you wonder if they go into the well too often, but when that's all you have
in
the
working.
well.
Yeah, well.
I mean, so far nothing else has seemed to work, and so I think they're thinking, hey, we'll run it one way and then we'll come back on a counter to the other side and kind of misdirection. And but Eisenhower's been good about hitting those gaps and get a crease, and they're off to the races. They've got good speed. In years past, they've had just 1 or 2 guys that were really talented. I think they've got a pretty salty team this year.
All right, so 12 seconds. They don't have to run this. Well, it's going to be unless they call timeout, 2-1, and then they're going to either delay a game or call timeout. And so it's delay a game. They're going to punt, but they want less time for Macarthur to work with 5 seconds remaining of the first quarter. So I don't know why you do that, because
you're going to punt now for sure.
Well,
I guess
think they already knew
anyway.
that, but I think
maybe he's that good of a punter, Eric.
Well, it's either you weigh off the time or how much the distance. Going to stand back at his own 35-yard line, punts that away, and that's going to be fielded at about the 19. Now taken to the 20. Oh, and then Woodson gets taken down right outside the 27-yard line.
Hey, Matt, the punter's a pretty good punter. But that was one that was returnable for sure.
End of the first quarter, so we'll take a break. It's 14-0 Big Mac. You're watching Macarthur Highlander football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
Hey, it's Al Eschbach. Let me tell you about Darby's Big Furniture in Lawton and Duke, Oklahoma. They have over 110 years supporting the community and adding style and comfort to your home. They have a huge selection of living room, dining room, and bedroom furniture, plus mattresses, entertainment pieces, outdoor furniture, and so much more. Darby's Big Furniture in Lawton and Duke offers no pressure shopping and free delivery. You don't get to be fifth generation in the furniture business in Oklahoma without knowing your customer and your product. All roads lead to Darby's. Check them out at darbysfurniture.com.
All right, back to action. The start of the second quarter. Your second quarter sponsor.
Something's going on here.
What do we got here?
Something.
Oh, he wants to get the clock. It shows 0. That's why I said you didn't put 12 on the board. It's Crystal Santos, Farmers Insurance. Crystal believes in keeping you informed of ways to protect the what-ifs of life. Got a flag on the play right there. Encroachment on the defense. 4514 Southeast Lee Boulevard. Phone 355-3085. Crystal Santos, Farmers Insurance, your second quarter sponsor. It's now 14-0. And just like that, when everything is flat and things aren't going well, you start the second quarter, and now you got a miscue to make it a 1st and 15.
Yep.
So don't dig yourself a hole, boys. I know the defense gave you a little spark. It's going to be another slant just like they had with that first scoring drive. Why not go back to that again to Kemper? Keeps his feet moving and goes to about the 32-yard line. So 11:45 left to go here in the second quarter as we just start second quarter play. And a 14-0 Big Mac lead.
Well, definitely, Eisenhower is really, they're trying to make sure that they get a big pass rush. Sometimes when you do that and you get that little screen in behind it, then you're off to the races. So I'm sure Mac's thinking, hey, we may not have time to throw it deep, but we got to go something underneath.
Just the offense a little bit. Getting everybody in the right places. Looks like didn't kind of know where to go. Has to get D.D. Davis the last instruction. Oh, we're going to get 2 in motion. That's going to be a flag. And someone didn't get the right communication. I know Coach Manning's not going to like that. You had 2 receivers running at the same time, and you know that's not going to work. So now Coach Manning and I know Coach Pushki, offensive coordinator, is not going to like that either because that's receiving core. That's his department to say, guys, this is the play. And it looks like we didn't know what we were doing. So a timeout is called. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Big Mac Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
Hi, I'm Jack with Arvest Bank. Today's goal, get Hero to do some of those cool tricks with me.
Sit. Paw. On a hoop. Who's a good boy?
It's okay. I should let an expert like Sarah help me. And for your financial goals, Arvest is the expert. Our friendly home loan experts can have you sitting pretty in a new home in no time. When it comes to your finances, trust the experts. Trust Arvest. Watch more Sarah and Hero at arvest.com/experts.
Well, we had to kind of sort some stuff out. Really don't know.
Still not sure. I know
what the confusion is. They waved off a flag, and then we went to timeout, and then we had 2 receivers kind of going from one end to the other. So hopefully we'll get that sorted out. Back to action and under center for the second time tonight. Unbelievable. Tried something new here and then right up in the gut.
And it's going to be a spin. And, well, I'll tell you what gets away from one tackler is he does not hit the ground. And that's going to be a handoff to Murray, I guess. 11? Yeah.
Yeah, number 11.
Kellen Murray getting a little bit of action. So we saw D.D. Davis in the first quarter and a little bit of Murray. As uncharacteristic as Coach Manning, I never said that we've gone under center. I've never seen it. You've never seen it, but that's the second time tonight. Back in the shotgun formation. I like it, though. It's a nice change. Another hand up, this time to Kemper. Kemper will lower his shoulder and get down to about the 45-yard line.
Well, the biggest thing, too, I think, is Ike is really doing a good job of filling all the gaps. I mean, they're really doing a good job. I mean, you got to give them credit. There's not much there. Wide open.
And then wide open. 5-4. Kind of slowed up right at the end. Touchdown, Macarthur.
Yeah, he's wide open, just streaking. I mean, you'll see here, and they're coming up to play tight. They've really got, about 10 guys up within 5 yards of the ball, and they run man-to-man. And when you go man-to-man, you take that chance of that guy running by you and scoring deep. Good job, Big Mac. Good job.
So, Highlanders strike with another touchdown. 20-0. And the PAT coming up. 10:31 left to go here in the second quarter. It's been all MAC. The all-important PAT is we had to go for 2 last time to kind of make this up. Let's see if we can get a little bit of confidence booster for Von Pope. Ball is down, the kick is up, kick is on its way, and this kick is good.
Wow, we almost got it blocked. The guy was right there.
21-0 Highlanders with 10:31 left to go here in the second quarter. We'll take a timeout. You're watching Big Mac Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com. Bridges and Buckner Dentistry at 1802 Northwest 52nd Street has over 32 years of combined experience. They serve Southwest Oklahoma for implant placement and final restorations using guided surgery and CEREC technology. This enables them to do same-day crowns in the office. Call to set up your appointment today or visit them online at bridgesandbucknerdentistry.com.
So 10:31 left to go here, and another quick score for the Highlanders. Scoring recap brought to you by Trey Chambers Chiropractic. Need of support? Well, at Chambers Chiropractic, you can get it 2310 score. We've got your back. Into the end zone for 6 and a little short scamper for the Highlanders. And now your kickoff sponsor. It's brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In for a sweet tea. Maybe a cherry limeade, steak fingers, sissy cheeseburger. Whatever you're liking. Before and after the game, let's go to Wayne's.
You're making me hungry.
Ball teed up at the 40-yard line. Squibb, and this is going to be, taken right there. Johnny on the spot. He wondered, do I run with it? Do I jump on it? What do I do with it? That's Sage Schmidt. Sage said, I think big guys don't run with the ball. We just take it right down.
You just got to go down.
Go down.
Coach said, get it and go down.
Yep.
Don't take a chance of fumbling it.
I think for a second there he thought, well, maybe I should run with it for a second.
I think
I can.
I can be a running back.
That drives coaches nuts, especially in the first interior. I used to tell kids we coach, don't touch it. I don't even care if it comes close and you feel tempted to touch it, do not touch it. You're a biggin for a reason. Nothing against that. I was myself. In the shotgun formation, the Eisenhower Eagles back at their own 40-yard line. Ooh, I'll tell you what, if he would have really connected with that could have been a special play for Eisenhower. Trying to go over to Brian Crittenden.
When he throws it right behind him, and just
if he would have let him and had him right there, he had his man beat, and it would have been a foot race. But fortunately, it was just kind of thrown behind him as opposed to, and that's timing. That's reps and practice. That's getting it down. I know college and the pros make it look easy, but high school football, you see that quite a bit. 2 receivers here on the near side, 1 on the far side. Back in the shotgun formation. Straight back to pass. Got some time to throw. And then gets away from one big blitzer. still on his feet, then just goes to run out of bounds. So all of that for nothing, right back to the original line of scrimmage. But first I thought it was going to be a sack for a -10. Then I thought it was going to be a big launch, and then nothing.
Well, Thompson, he almost meant you got to just be under control when you get through the line like that, and you got to be able to make contact with that guy. He had him dead to rights, so he was going to be able to really sack him there. And he just, you get right there and you're thinking, oh gosh, he's like really there, and he really has the ball still. The first time you ever really get that close, you're like, oh my.
And then he's gone.
Yeah.
Quarterbacks do that.
Oh, he ran.
All the time, yeah. Two receivers on the far side, one on the near side in the shotgun formation. Hand clap, high snap. Now it's a screen. And he just took his eyes off the ball, and it's going to fall incomplete. But it was a good setup because it was a jailhouse blitz. Highlanders were sent in the house, and that's when you do a screen if you catch it.
Well, and if he catches that ball, he's got
a lot of real estate.
Yards, I think.
Yeah, you betcha. It paid off for a miss for the Highlanders, but it could have been paid off big for the Eisenhower Eagles, who drew up just the right play, just didn't come to fruition. 32-yard line, the punt away, and is going to hit the turf, and Houseman will let it go to the 23 before it goes out of bounds at the 10:08 mark left to go here in the second quarter.
This is a pretty special year, 50 years, Macarthur High School.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy as an alum.
And Coach mentioned that. Did you see that?
Yes,
it's the M's from 1969.
And the 50 on the helmet.
Yeah, and the 50 on the other side.
And so we're proud of that. So once a Highlander, always a Highlander. And
I know they've got a big thing planned next week when they're the home team against Lawton High. They're inviting the Highlanderettes and just everything with Mac tradition. There's just going to be a lot of stuff to go over next week. We got both bands playing today, which will be a treat as well. Got a man in motion. That's Kemper. It's going to under center is Racer Felter, and then he comes out of the pocket, runs to the 30 as he gets around the corner, and then he's just going to run out of bounds. That's a smart move as he picked up the first down, and that's all that's needed. You don't need to risk injury. You don't need to get any more. Just get the first down. That was wise, but that's a senior that's been out in the field for 3 years.
That took an awful beating last year, trying to run almost every time, whenever he'd pull it down and take off, and took a lot of big hits last year. And so, it just takes some maturity.
And you're going to give, teams a little bit to work with when you say, now Macarthur's going to be under center. And they said, what? Really going to be under center? 21-0, 9:58 left to go before the half. Got a man in motion. It's handoff to D.D.
I like it.
D.D. Davis
5 or 6
tries
yards
to get on the opposite side, outside the corner, and gets about 5 more. Right there. Right outside the 39-yard line with 9:37 to work with before the half. 21-0 Highlanders. In the shotgun formation, Felter, the hard count, and is going to draw him offside. I know you want to stay still and be disciplined, but, that's a senior playing with you, and you get the pick up a first down for free. So you get your 5 yards just off the penalty.
They're going to be close. I think they're going to call it. No, they're going to go ahead and pull it down. It's and as a coach, it just makes you sick. It just really drives you nuts. Defensively, you think, we told you this. They're going to do a hard count.
So Felter back in the shotgun formation. Straight back to pass. Looking downfield. He's going to air this one out. It is caught to the 20, to the 15, down to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Macarthur!
Oh, my gosh. I mean, that's Montez Edwards.
Yep.
Oh, wow. That play here on the replay is just amazing. He just takes enough time, just lost it down to him. Actually, he probably could have thrown it a little bit further in front of him, and it would have been quite so close. He was wide open. Great job. And that replay was brought to you by the Lawton Firefighters Association.
Yep. Supporting the community they live in and have for the last 3 years on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We appreciate our Lawton Firefighters Union. With 9:10 left to go, and the Eisenhower Eagles find themselves in a hole. And a PAT coming up for the Highlanders to make it 28. So when they think they were playing a little flat. Ball down, kick up, kick is on its way, and this kick is good.
Well, one of the things you look for in your first games as a coach, one of the very first things you look for is who are your guys that are your motivators? Who are the guys that can get the team still gathered in, even when you're not playing well, and get you pumped up and go back out there? And I think that's what Mac's looking for here tonight. Who are those guys going to be?
We'll take a timeout. You're watching Big Mac Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
Join us at the Elmer Thomas Park in Lawton on October 5th and 6th for the Spirit of Survival race, benefiting the Cancer Centers of Southwest Oklahoma. The 14th annual two-day event has bike rides, a half marathon, quarter marathon, 5K, kids marathon, and a spirit walk for all ages. To find out more and to register, please visit spiritofsurvival.com.
All right, back here at Cameron Stadium, it's 28-0 Big Mac with 9:10 left to go before the half. And Macarthur has really made an interesting second quarter. And your scoring recap is brought to you by Trey Chambers Chiropractic. 23-10 score. They've got your back. And your kickoff sponsor is brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In. 2 locations, 7 South Sheridan Road, 6810 Northwest Crash Road. Come on, everyone, let's go to Wayne's. So Macarthur found their way in that passing department, and Coach says you're going to love the athletes that we have there. As a block on the return to the 30, 35, 40. Flag on the play as he gets upended at about the 45-yard line, and we'll check the penalty.
Flag down, 27.
So at the 9:03 mark of the first quarter. Glad that you could join us now. Remember, we're on Roku and Amazon Fire. That's another opportunity that you can actually find us there. I know that that's something that we had just. And here's the best thing too. By the way, like us on Facebook. Go to our Facebook page because then you'll know when we're going to have events. Because we've already done girls volleyball. We had one with Macarthur and Carl Albert yesterday. We have softball. We had softball games, volleyball games for the girls, all football for all 11 schools every week that they're in action. And of course, we'll do basketball and then on to baseball on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Back in the shotgun formation, down 28-0. Fake handoff, rolling to his left, and then run out of bounds real estate, taken out at about the 19-yard line. It's going to be a loss of a couple.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
So second down and 10 with 8:43 left to go before the half. Eisenhower, I would say at this point, try to find some little stuff that you can build on. I mean, I know that you're in a hole. You're not going to try to get it all back at once. Just find something that you can get.
We've been
Jason Payne coming in.
You've been down before, and so you're down here. You're down 28-0. You just think about getting first downs. You're not worried about just got to get some first downs. We got to get something going.
And timeout Eisenhower. They want to take a timeout. We'll do the same thing. You're watching Big Mac Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Back here after Eisenhower calls a timeout. I want to go into action. 2 receivers here on the near side, 1 on the far side. Second down, and some extra pass protection. Run block, and you're going to find that little crease. Far side gets up past the 24 to the 25-yard line, so a decent carry there. Chipping away, but the only thing is that was a second down play, so it's still going to be third down and long.
Yeah, and you're just trying to chip away at it, but you just it seems as Eisenhower just shoots themselves in the foot. It's like, wow.
So, third down and 6 at their own 25-yard line, down 28-0 with 7:44 left to go before the half.
Eisenhower in their baby blue homes. They're the home team. Straight back to pass under heavy pressure. Gets up to the 20, little shovel pass at the last. Gets up to the 30. It's kind of like, I don't want to take it, you take it. It's going to be close. He's going to say he's going to get the first down. Your second quarter is brought to you by Crystal Santos Farmers Insurance, keeping you informed of ways to protect the what-ifs of life. 4514 Southeast Lee Boulevard, phone 355-3085. 7:18 remain here in the second quarter. Eisenhower on the march now with a 1st and 10 opportunity.
Well, Matt needs a big stop here. They need to get an interception. They need to get the ball. I don't think Eisenhower will do a whole lot of throwing here.
Another handoff. They've got some athletes, and they've got some spring in their step. And the run can open up the pass if you can really get that opportunity, but this is going to be a second down and manageable. Second down and about 4.
Well, I'm happy to see that Eisenhower's going to have a team that's going to be formidable this year to some opponents, and I think they can win some games with this. I just think Mac's just a little bit more advanced at this point, but with a first-year coach, it's a lot of learning. A whole new offense, whole new everything.
So right out their own 38-yard line, second down and manageable. Straight back to pass, flushed out of the pocket, then rolls, and then throws a strike bullet right there. 1st and 10, move the chains right outside the 43-yard line.
Well, just as I say that, they throw the ball, right? So it tells you how much I know, but that was just a great throw. I mean, he's about 10, 11 yards downfield, just drops into the zone there and gets the pass there. So it was a great play. Macarthur we're getting a little bit of pressure, but we're just not able to make the tackle. We sometimes are right next to him, and we're not knocking him down. You got to be able to get to him fast enough to get him uncomfortable, at least where he's moving.
So just under the 6-minute mark, halfway through already in the second quarter, 28-0. Big Mac on top. Eisenhower on the move and 2 back-to-back first downs. Little throw and a pitch and catch here to the near side, inside Highlander territory, right outside the 47-yard line. It's going to be over down to Brian Crittenden.
Yeah, and number 20 there, Derek Newton, I guess makes the tackle, but we're 15 yards off the ball. That's an easy pitch and catch.
So on the move and inside Highlander territory for only a few times this evening. So they got down in the 11-yard line and threw a pick. On the roll for the quarterback. Roll into the 50, and then, he's got a wide open receiver. That is a great heads-up play. And you got to give that all to Ethan Roberts, the senior, who just played with the defense, and then just lofted one right over the defense into the first down territory, deep inside Highlander territory, and we'll say right outside the red zone at the 21.
Yeah, and what you tell Woodson is, hey, stay with your guy. Stay with your guy. You don't have to worry about coming up. Because Bizarro had a beat on the quarterback, so it wasn't like he was just going to take off running.
4:54. That's going to be a handoff right up the middle in the gut and get down to the 5-yard line. You can hear the Eisenhower coaches who getting excited for trying to get some pride and maybe their first score of the night on the board. Right outside the 6-yard line. With 4:49 left to go here in the second quarter, 28-0 Big Mac. Proud to bring you, in fact, 10 teams playing right now. Cash, since they played last week, is from the 0 week, is off. But right now, the Oklahoma Sports Network, you can check them out. It's going to be a handoff. Boy, I tell you what, goes to the far side, cuts it back up, still on his feet, crosses the goal line, and Eisenhower scores. And the powder blue from the fan selection from the kids who waited all that time to put 6 on the board for Ike. And that got the Eisenhower faithful to say, I sit out in the heat, something to cheer for. Start a new season under the new helm of Eric Gibson, head coach of the Eisenhower Eagles, put 6 on the board to make it 28-6. And the important PAT coming up. Ball down.
Should be
blocked. There it is. This is going to be
it's blocked.
Blocked right there, and that would be the end of that. So the PAT negated for the Eisenhower Eagles, 4:24, 28-6. Big Mac will be back right after this. You're watching Macarthur Highlander football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
4D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
All right, back here at Cameron Stadium, the Eisenhower Eagles at the 4:24 mark of the second quarter gets on the board for the first time tonight. Touchdown, but the PAT is blocked. 28-6, Big Mac.
Well, if you're Mac's defensive, you're coaching and and players, you're not happy with the way you allowed them just to really shove it down your throat at times there. This right off tackle, and they're giving it to you. Now, Eisenhower's got some big linemen.
Kickoff sponsor is brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In, 2 locations to serve you, 7 Southwest Sheridan Road, 6810 Northwest Cash Road. Come on, everyone, let's go to Wayne's. Ball is kicked deep enough, going to be returned at about the 13. Now taken to the 15, to the 20, 25, 30, off to the races there. Oh, runs into his own man, then misdirection, then gets hog-tied as he gets up to about the 34. I think if he wouldn't have ran into his own guy, who knows what would have happened in that play.
You know, we've seen years where Eisenhower didn't have anybody on the sideline. You know, the numbers were so low, and I see a really good numbers of players here on the sideline. So that really bodes well for the new coaching staff and for Ike. Now let's see if we can put together a drive here that I love the long passes, but I'd like to see us put something together that, well, I guess it's one of those things of,
Well, you're a complainer, aren't you? Well, you don't like that 28 points through the air? You want some ground attack, do you?
I at least want 49 for the first half. But
okay. So it's going to be a handoff. That's what you want. Toting the rock, going around the corner. Get your 5 to 6. That's Jay's philosophy. We'll pound it, get up to about the 42-yard line with the 4:04 mark remaining before the half. 28-6, Big Mac.
Now you can wait to see your second in about 4. You're thinking it kind of opens up your playbook. It gives you just about anything you want. You can throw it deep. You can throw it underneath. You can run the ball again.
Screen, and they read that out to Woodson. No good.
Well, you got to block out there, and we just didn't block at all. That won't work.
3:28 remain before the half. 28-6. And it's a third down and about 6 right outside their own 38. Racer, Felter, and company. 2 receivers near side and far side. Davis is going to be to his right. Get a new play call. Hand clap. Straight back to pass. Looking downfield. Throws that nice bullet strike. And then Woodson makes that man miss. Then gets off. And then he tips toes down the sideline, but then runs out of real estate as he gets pushed out. But it's going to be another first down, and it's going to be outside the Eisenhower 37-yard line.
That's a really safe pass. You know, there's not much that can go wrong with that. If anything, the worst scenario is going to go out of bounds. So he did a great job.
So 2 receivers near side and far side. Back of the shotgun formation. Hand off to Davis, made one man miss, and then that guy misses the second, almost takes the ball away. Is it stripped out?
He did take it.
Because it is Eisenhower ball. Turned him around because I all of a sudden I see Davis,
I saw the whole
his head turn, and he goes, where'd the ball go? Yeah. Eisenhower. Watching the game from St. Louis.
Yeah,
love to appreciate that.
My cousin Todd, and a Highlander as well, and his wife Shelley, they moved off to
Don't you love
St.
that?
Louis.
You can stay in contact with your alma mater. You can watch what's going on back at home.
Yeah.
And the military connection that we have from all over the world, we thank you for watching. 3 receivers on the near side. Roll out to the near side, looking downfield. Waits. Oh, he said he's got a receiver.
Good job.
And then this is going to be picked and red right there by the Highlanders. 40, 45. And just like that, the Highlanders get another opportunity at defense. Their second pick tonight, but kind of baited him into that.
He waited, and then you stop. When you stop, that other defender's coming back. And you don't have enough pepper on that ball to get it in there. That's not going to happen. So a replay again with a lot of firefighters.
Yep. 2:42 left to go before the half, and the Highlanders, he kind of looked at that, but then he baited his receiver, say, do this. But then, when you have the defense to be able to be Johnny on the spot. There's a little fan base Eisenhower hand clap, try to get their defense back into it. 28-6 Highlanders with the lead, with the ball, with 2:42 left to go before the half. Felter in the shotgun formation. It's going to be a fake handoff, then screen, and then that is read and almost picked off and taken away. Went to the well too many times.
Well, that one you don't have to throw that. You see it's covered.
Killing Murray.
You're better to throw it into the ground.
Right.
Throw it at his feet, whatever you need to do, but you're going to get him killed because he's standing there thinking, okay, there are 3 guys standing around me, and you're going to throw? Thank you.
Remember, we have both bands playing tonight, so our halftime band performance that we're going to be able to enjoy. The Highlander Regiment under the direction of Larry Hatch. Under center for the 3rd time, probably in Macarthur, Brett Manning's history. It's going to be a man in motion handoff right up the gut. And I'll push the pile down to the 46-yard line. That is a decent run from under center. So you get that, you get some momentum going, and Murray the ball carrier.
Well, when you're standing straight up, 4 or 5 yards off the ball, and sometimes it's snapped back to you, and you got to hand it to you. There's a delay there. If you're under center, a lot of times you get a lot of movement forward, and he's already running full speed when you hand him the ball.
Sun is finally set, man in motion. It's going to be fake to the motion man, handoff up the gut. That's going to be close to a first down. I got to make it short.
It's a first down. Let's go. Move it.
Kelton says no. He's giving me that little inch. Is our producer here saying they didn't get it? And I think he's right.
I'm saying let's move it.
No, they didn't move it. He makes a call for a measurement. Whitecap's going to look, and he's going to look at his eagle eye, and he's going to go, look. He's going to time out for a measurement.
He says Jay's probably right. I'm going to go ahead and look at it.
But you got your glasses on.
I know, so now I can see it.
Okay. So we're going to have a measurement.
Remember when Maynard was always here? And
yes.
he never got it wrong.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm like, this dude can get it right.
We miss him. He's over in Florida.
Yeah, battling.
Enjoying the retirement.
And battling the storms.
Golf courses. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's no laughing matter there.
No.
And win a car at halftime. It's kind of a football throw. I know it's in guaranteed insured thing. What is it, a 70-yard throw or something?
They said there's some stuff.
I know.
You couldn't be a college player. You couldn't be a this, and you couldn't be a that. So I'm assuming, Eric, you could probably satisfy for that. So go on down and win us a car.
Okay,
and then OSN can give it away the following week.
That's good. I like that.
See? I've got a plan.
So?
Was it first down?
No. Kelton.
It was first down, wasn't it, Kelton? Yep, he's shaking his head. Yeah.
First down.
See, Eagle Eye Jay with the glasses got it going on.
So 1st and 10. Hey, I was on Kelton's side anyway. I thought it was short. So it was from our vantage point. And, the ball is really here on this side anyway. 1:52 remain before the half. 28-6. Highlanders on top here in the second quarter.
Number
2 receivers on the far side. What?
Number 70 for Mac. Golly, that Dylan White. Just a sophomore. He's a big booger.
Wow, I was surprised that he got that handoff and that jet sweep. But it was read down defensively as Jaden Garcia could not get to the corner. And that's going to be a loss of yards for a second down and about 10.
Well, one thing we've noticed is Eisenhower can get sideline to sideline.
They are. They've got athletes out there. And you know what? I mean, we only see them, at this stretch. I know they're in another district. We can possibly see that they, under the direction of a new head coach, got something to cheer about. even though they're down 28-6 in this contest, showing that they're going to throw an all-out blitz. Highlanders going to readjust, get a new play call. 2 receivers near side, far side. Back in the shotgun formation. Felter back to throw, pumps once, then looks, got a man out open, and then the defender comes. Woodson with the readjust.
Caught that.
5, 3, 2, touchdown, Macarthur!
Oh, my. Watch this. I mean, he's drifts and throws that ball, and it's a little underthrown, but it's high enough that he's able to go up above the defender, and the defender says, I cannot believe that he just jumped in the air and caught that ball and then scores.
Yeah, that's what we strike up the band, but the only thing is they're getting ready for the halftime, so we couldn't really hear the fight song.
You can sing it.
Can adjust on the swinging gate. 34-6 now. Highlanders on top with 45 seconds left to go before the half. What a big play opportunity that was.
Well, I loved it. What vertical he had to be able to jump that high. I mean, man, he was really up there. Great job.
So the PAT, ball down, kick up, kick on its way, and this kick is good.
The kicks are looking better.
So just like that, Pope sends it through the uprights, 35-6. We'll take a timeout. You're watching Big Mac Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Barres Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Barres, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Barres Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
Right back here at Cambridge Stadium, giving your scoring recap brought to you by Trey Chambers Chiropractic in need of a support. Well, at Chambers Chiropractic 2310 E-score, we have got your back. And what another bomb. Boy, I'll tell you what, I can't wait to see the Felter connections for his passing. We're going to give you his career stats at the half of what he did coming into this game. And now your kickoff sponsor is brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In. 2 locations, 7 Southwest Sheridan Road, 6810 Northwest Cash Road. Come on, everyone, let's go to Wayne's. Ball teed up at the 40-yard line. Going to send that sail down, fielded about the 12. Now to the 15 to 20. Makes a man juke move there at the 30. Still on his feet as he spin moves at the 35 and then taken down at the 36, 37-yard line with 39 seconds left to go before the half.
Well, that was a great return. I mean, it was a direct return. He got a little bit of steam behind him, but, man, he made some good moves. Now, Macarthur needs to hold him here. And you're feeling pretty good about yourself when you go into halftime.
Remember, we got the bands at the halftime coming up with 39 seconds left to go before the half. 35-6, Macarthur leads. It's going to be a handoff in the ground. Man, I'll tell you what, we got a flag in the play as he gets up to about the 45-yard line. We'll check out what this flag's about.
Pretty much drug him to the ground, so I think I got a pretty good idea. Either that, I did see some guy look like he got a face mask, but I was like, you can't tell because their heads are all spinning. And
yeah, you got him. You got it. Eagle Eye J on the second call again.
I just thought his head looked like it went sideways. I was like, whoop.
That's what the official thought too, and that's going to be enough to get a fresh set of downs, and they're going to be inside Highlander territory.
Well, we got some new crew here with us this week. Kelton Mims
Kelton Mims, our producer, and Caleb Sharam on the camera. We certainly appreciate all their efforts here, getting the first half in, and a 35-6 Big Mac lead with 33 seconds left to go before the half. In the shotgun formation, going to like that statue handoff exchange from quarterback Ethan Roberts. 24 seconds left to go. And Eisenhower wants to call a timeout. They want to try to see if they can get one on the board before halftime. We'll do this.
timeout. You're watching Big Mac Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. All right, so 35-6. Eisenhower says, even though they deferred, they're going to get the ball in the back in the second half. They want to try to score before halftime. Ball is irrated from a bad snap, and he makes lemonade out of lemons and gets a first down. He goes out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Heads up play by the quarterback with Ethan Roberts. No time really, and gets a first down out of it. Stops the clock at 18 seconds.
Well, that's really a busted play. The ball's on the ground, rolls to him. He picks it up, and he really does make something out of nothing. And Mac was just out of position and falling back to the other side.
Well, you don't want to let your guard down now. Roberts back in the shotgun formation. Tries to set up the short pass, then looks long, then goes out, and a little catch. Going to be 1st and 10 right inside the red zone of the Highlanders at the 18-yard line with 10 seconds remaining. You could mess around and let them get a score on the board, and then you know what? They won the coin toss, deferred to the second half, so they're going to get the ball to start second half action. Great fan participation from both sides, representing Lawton very well here at Cameron Stadium. 35-6 Big Mac, but Eisenhower knocking at the door, threatening inside the red zone. The other time they did, it was an interception. Looking, throwing. Oh, that was batted down.
Pass is incomplete.
Pass incomplete. Little bit of hand extra. With 6 seconds remaining on the clock.
And in high school football, that's about one play. And in most football, it's about one play. But, you got to give Eisenhower some credit here. I mean, they haven't laid down. They keep playing. Oh, they're going to try a field goal here, Eric. So here we go. We're going to try a field goal.
Okay.
From about the 17.
All right, we're going to call timeout. Eisenhower's going to call timeout one more, so we'll take a timeout. You're watching Big Mac Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
Do you suffer from knee or hip pain? Stop hurting and start moving with Mako Partial Knee and Total Hip Replacement. Comanche County Memorial Hospital is proud to be the first and only in Southwest Oklahoma to offer this minimally invasive technology. Surgeons perform procedures with a Mako robotic arm assistant for accurate implant placement customized just for you. The result is improved surgical outcome, minimal hospitalization, rapid recovery, and relief from pain. To see if Mako is right for you, call us today.
So Eisenhower is set to kick a 32-yard field goal attempt with 6 seconds left to go. Ball is down, kick is up, kick's got the distance, it's on its way, and this kick is good. No good.
No good.
No good. I thought he was going to put a hands up, and they said no. Got to wait for the official's word, and that ends the half right there at second quarter. 35-6 Big Mac leads. We've got both bands are going to be performing, and we're going to have our halftime and so much more right after this. You're watching Big Mac Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
Looking for an opportunity to advance in the workplace? Republic Paperboard Company in Lawton, Oklahoma offers competitive wages as well as excellent benefits. Republic is a quality producer of paperboard products used in the manufacturing of gypsum wallboard. With advanced technology and a committed staff, it makes them one of the premier paperboard companies in the U.S. using 100% recycled paper fiber. Republic Paper partners with many local organizations to build a better community. Go to republicpaperboard.com.
Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Here at Carpet One, we have a great selection of carpet, hardwood, vinyl, tile, laminate, and area rugs. With all this, you're sure to find exactly what you want for your home. Come browse our exclusive selection or give Carpet One at Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Hi, I'm Jack with Arvest Bank. Today's goal? Create a cake masterpiece. What do you think? I should let an expert like Bronwyn help me. And for your financial goals, Arvest is the expert. We know the right ingredients for your small business to succeed. See us for loans, cash flow tools, equipment financing, and more. Trust the experts. Trust Arvest.
No.
Watch Bronwyn create sweet art at our experts' website.
Crowning Around in the Tux Room at 215 Southwest C Avenue in Lawton has been serving the surrounding area for the past 13 years. Specializing in prom, homecoming, and pageant dresses, plus budget bridesmaid dresses starting at $79. Plus, they are your headquarters for tux rentals for the individual or the entire group, with wedding packages starting at just $66. You can even shop the entire collection found online at crowningaround.com. Crowning Around in the Tux Room, 215 Southwest C Avenue.
Top-notch barbecue. Serving up the best barbecue in the Southwest at 2012 West Gore, right next to Raymond's. With a variety of barbecue from sliced and chopped brisket, sausage, hot links, pulled pork, chicken, ribs, awesome loaded baked potatoes, and you can't forget about their famous cowboy fries. Top it off with a fresh, made-from-scratch dessert. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 8, Sunday, 11 to 3. Top-notch barbecue. 2012 West Gore Boulevard, next to Raymond's.
Gardeners, a reminder from your friends at Bedrock Nursery. The fall season is upon us, and now is the best time to plant. Here at Bedrock Nursery, we have a wide selection of trees and shrubs, homegrown annual bedding plants that survive the winter season, hardy garden mums in all your favorite fall colors, and don't forget to bring the kiddos to pick through the largest pumpkin selection in Southwest Oklahoma.
We invite you to come visit Lawton's premier full-service garden center, Bedrock Nursery. Come see the difference at Bedrock Nursery.
Nobody moves more real estate than Pam and Barry's team.
And that's why our clients keep coming back to us.
We had some friends that recommended the Pam and Barry team, and they exceeded all of our expectations.
Our home sold in 3 days. It was a wonderful and easy experience. And we would love to help you.
So follow the signs of Pam and Barry's team at RE/MAX at 248-8800. We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
Feet. We use them every day, working, playing, and usually taking them for granted. If your feet hurt, see the professionals at Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic. They've been serving Southwest Oklahoma for the past 36 years, providing the highest quality care and combining the latest technology with old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. With 3 locations to serve you, Lawton, Duncan, and Altus. Call today or visit us online at swokfoot.com.
The guard is under the instruction of Serena and Whitney Beckett. Tonight's soloist is trombone Mickey O. Norton. The band would like to say a farewell to one of its own members, Jada Hall, who will be moving this weekend, so she will be marching her last performance tonight. Good luck, Jada. The show tonight is entitled Caliente, and the band is led on the field by senior drum major Ty McAllister. And now your 2019 Highlander Regiment.
So the Highlander Regiment, under the direction of Larry Hatch, brings you your halftime performance, and we're going to be able to have that for you each and every halftime show. It's the Eastside Subway, Southeast 45th, your Eastside Subway headquarters for, whether you're just on the go, whether you're breaking the break from school, Subway for anyone.
over at Southeast 45th. We'll be back. We've got more coming up right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
Becker-Raybon Funeral Home has been serving the funeral needs of Southwest Oklahoma since 1940 and has been owned by the Raybon family since 1975. They're proud to be a part of the Lawton community and wish each school a safe and successful season. In football, direction is important, and a team relies on the coach. The same is true when dealing with life's changing moments. Their staff is eager to find ways to assist you. When it comes to measuring levels of service, there are other funeral homes, and then there is ours. Becker-Raybon Funeral Home, 1502 Fort Sill Boulevard.
Phillips Music Company is now the largest and most complete music store in Southwest Oklahoma. They're excited to be your source for all Fender guitars and accessories, with band instruments from Yamaha and Conn-Selmer, guitars from Ibanez, Paul Reed Smith, and Siegel, the latest in music tech from Roland, Yamaha, and Line 6, and a great selection of recording hardware and software, all at the best price with great local service and lessons available on most instruments. Visit phillipsmusic.com to shop online or stop by. Phillips Music, 107 Southwest Sheridan Road. At Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning, we take pride in our quality air conditioner and heater repair and replacement services, as well as providing the highest customer satisfaction. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving Lawton and the surrounding area for over 25 years. We have the knowledge, equipment, and trained technicians to take care of all your heating and cooling needs. Give us a call. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air, 355-1811.
It's time to start cracking it, cooking it, buttering it, grilling it, baking it, brewing it. McDonald's fires up the griddle every morning so you can start digging in and enjoying it. And saving with the Mix and Match deal. Choose from sausage McMuffin with egg, bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, or bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddles, 2 for just $4. Add any size soft drink for just $1. Make your morning routine a little better.
Hey, it's Al Eschbach. Let me tell you about Darby's Big Furniture in Lawton and Duke, Oklahoma. They have over 110 years supporting the community and adding style and comfort to your home. They have a huge selection of living room, dining room, and bedroom furniture, plus mattresses, entertainment pieces, outdoor furniture, and so much more. Darby's Big Furniture in Lawton and Duke offers no pressure shopping and free delivery. You don't get to be fifth generation in the furniture business in Oklahoma without knowing your customer and your product. All roads lead to Darby's. Check them out at darbysfurniture.com.
Bridges and Buckner Dentistry at 1802 Northwest 52nd Street has over 32 years of combined experience. They serve Southwest Oklahoma for implant placement and final restorations using guided surgery and CEREC technology. This enables them to do same-day crowns in the office. Call to set up your appointment today or visit them online at bridgesandbucknerdentistry.com.
All right, so for the throw, and I guess she'll win a brand new Mazda. Is that what this is? All right. So they're going to do that each and every week, I guess? An opportunity to try to throw something? Okay. So for the next 2 intercity games is what the PA announcer, Vic Menendez, says. 1:12 before the kickoff of second half action. 35-6 your score. Highlanders on top. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
Join us at the Elmer Thomas Park in Lawton on October 5th and 6th for the Spirit of Survival race, benefiting the cancer centers of Southwest Oklahoma. The 14th annual 2-day event has bike rides, a half marathon, quarter marathon, 5K, kids marathon, and a spirit walk for all ages. To find out more and to register, please visit spiritofsurvival.com.
Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Paris Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Bar S, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Bar S Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today. Back here at Cameron Stadium, and the visiting team out on top, 35-6 and the halftime. And I wanted to be able to do this in the pregame, but I want to be able to brag up our quarterback, 3-year starter. Well, let's talk a little bit about Racer Felter. 259. This is career. This is before tonight. 259 to 442 for passing for 3,700 yards in his career, 29 touchdowns. But this is where he's so versatile. This is why he's a dual threat. Over 1,200 rushing yards in his career and 26 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's not shabby.
Not too shabby.
One of those players that I think as the season goes along, he even gets better. I think he finds his niche. He knows, and he just has a sense about him. And he's a really good quarterback, and he's a great football player.
All right, so about 30 seconds away, and we're getting ready to start second half action. And let's give you your third quarter sponsor. It's Mr. Sparky. For panel upgrades, smoke detector installations, circuits and wiring, or emergency services, call Mr. Sparky, 354-0330. Mr. Sparky, 354-0330. So, and we're ready for, if you're either coach, and we'll start with the easiest, Macarthur, what are you telling your team?
Well, I'm going to say we need to finish. We just played a half, and we didn't play very well at times. Okay. Defensively, I'm not really happy with the way we allowed some big runs. We allowed some passes that we shouldn't have allowed. We've got to get pressure. We've got to make tackles. Just the normal stuff. I mean, and I think that there's some coaching that coaches are going to love about this game, because there's a lot you can coach it up. You know what I mean? You're not winning 100-0, and you just didn't blow them out.
And your Eisenhower coach for Mr. Gibson, his first year, Helen?
Well, you got to say, hey, listen, Mac's a very good team, but listen to me. We can still score. We proved it.
Right.
Let's go out there. Let's make this respectable. Let's see if we can get back in the game. We've got to do it by one down at a time.
Well, and as we say, coaches will tell you, these 3 games don't matter, and I know they do, bragging rights, all the rest of that stuff, but these are non-district games. This is to find out who you are, because week 4, when you start district play, that's when it all matters, and that's what it counts for playoffs.
Yeah, you can say you're 0-3, go into week 4, you say, you know what, we're 0-0, let's go play.
That's right, and teams have done it. Carl Albert has won a state championship after being 0-3, so it's been done. Macarthur has done it, went to a state championship game, didn't win it, but went 0-3. So, yeah, it can be done. So, 35-6 to start second half action. Your kickoff sponsor is brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In. Pickup and the return is Eisenhower won the coin toss, deferred to the second, and pushes the pile past the 40, still keeps his feet moving. That's what you say. Go until the whistle, up to about the 44-yard line.
And defensive coach is going to say, you wrap them up. You don't arm tackle. This is not grade school. But you know what I like about Mac? Have you noticed all the cool shoes? I mean, we got some gold tip shoes.
Yeah, and the only thing is, it used to be just kickers that did that, and then it was kickers and quarterbacks.
Green
now it's kind of like,
linemen,
linemen, just whatever you want.
Even the linemen have them.
2 receivers near side and far side. Roberts in the shotgun formation. Back to pass. Got plenty of time. Flush out of the pocket. Wait, then throw. He's got a man right here on the sidelines, and too much time to let him sit and throw, and that's going to be 1st and 10. Move the chains inside Highlander territory. Nice pitch and catch to DeZoio Moses.
Well, the good thing about the quarterback, he's very accurate.
Yeah.
I mean, other than a couple
and he's
passes,
patient.
Yes, he's got a good arm.
So I'm saying something to build on as we start second half action. Is Eisenhower on the move. Back to pass. Then it'll just dump off pass. He waits, gets what he's got because the pressure is not there. And that's throwing over to Corey McClellan to make it another 1st and 10.
Well,
not shy, but
false start against Eisenhower, so it brings it back.
So?
Oh, yeah, illegal. Well, but if you're Mac, you got to say, okay, somebody's going to rush. And somebody's got to go with the receiver. You can't let him just run free down the sideline and hope that the safety will pick him up in time.
Inaugural first week kickoff across the state of Oklahoma. We're glad that you could join us here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Proud to bring you 11 high schools in the network. You can go to our website, check them all out, playing right now. 2 receivers on the far side. Just going to be a handoff. Just kind of tuck it right up the middle.
That's a
Get
lot
down to about the 44-yard line.
A lot better job there, filling the gaps.
So the sun is set a little bit. We got the windows cracked just a little bit to get kind of ventilation and a breeze, but still with not much of wind. When we started this, it was like southeast winds at 4 miles an hour.
Some kind of hot.
It was some kind of hot. But what else do we expect for the first part of September in Oklahoma, right? 2 receivers on the far side, 1 on the near side. Ethan Roberts gets a high snap handoff, gets away from 1, And then finally a rustle down. That's going to be, he should have went down. There's a flag on the far side of the field. And we'll pick this up of what the infraction is from our white cap. Mr. Sparky is your third quarter sponsor. For panel upgrades, smoke detectors, insulation circuits, and more. Wiring and emergency services, call them 354-0330. Mr. Sparky. But as we mentioned, Jay, that you can purchase a copy of this game. There was some confusion. People say, do I have to pay to watch the game? No, the games are free.
Exactly.
Those games will be free. But if you want to buy a copy of tonight's game, you can just go to our website and download it there. You can also watch it about an hour after the broadcast time, watch it for free on demand. But if you just wanted a copy so you could have it for family, fake handoff, rolling to his life, comes back, finds a receiver wide open. Oh, wow. The cardinal sin of looking for the end zone before catching the ball.
Well, and let's go. It was a great throw.
Let's go see that again. Especially on there. Just a nice throw.
Great
and here it is.
throw.
You thought, oh, and then he's already tapping himself on the head. He just knows how devastating that is. A near miss. 4th down now. But you know what? Heads up for this quarterback. This quarterback is really going to be a positive for this team because he just kind of gives confidence out.
Yeah, I mean, it's
high snap, gets that punt away. And we're going to come up to field it finally to the 20 and then take it up at the 21-yard line, but I like that. Let's go get it. Aaron Woodson. As earlier, Houseman was in there. We had a couple of people trying for returns, so Coach was making sure that we got the right people in the personnel as far as the return team. So Eisenhower in their first possession gets stalled out in a drive, and now the Macarthur Highlanders will get their first possession of the second half. With 9:57 left to go here in the third, 35-6, Mac on top.
Well, they're definitely going to they're going to go man-to-man on the outside, so let's see if Mac can get something. They're going to go in tighter because they're putting a lot of people in the box.
Boy, they are loading the box. I mean, just basically going to stop the run. Got a man in motion. And is going to be a handoff and a couple of yards up to about the 22-yard line.
It's rough sledding when there's about 8 or 9 guys in that box.
Yeah, it is. Not many creases, not many lanes to run in.
But you got to keep them honest. I mean, as a coach, you're thinking, all right, I want them to know that I will run it.
Yeah.
And I'm not just going to throw it every down. So.
Well, and that also runs the clock. You got a little time management on your side. 9:32 here in the third quarter. Got a man in motion. Under center is Felter. Rolling, looking to pass.
He's got
downfield. He's got Woodson and a readjustment.
He caught it.
And that is a catch.
Oh, wow.
Inside.
What a catch. Watch this. He throws it deep to him, and he has to slow down, underthrown a little bit. But what an amazing catch. Wow.
And your Lawton Firefighters instant replay. The Firefighters Union proudly supporting the community they serve.
Woodson just made an outstanding catch.
Great adjustment, yeah. Well, Coach
that's
really bragged up.
That's a highlight reel, baby.
Yeah, and we've got that opportunities. We've got highlights that you can purchase as a copy, yes. If you want to relive that again, we got a flag in the play. It's kind of getting that way here. And this has really been the most one. It's been offsides, and it's been false starts. And that's what's really hampered Macarthur in some ways. You know, they've had it on both sides. We've got the hard count to get them drawn off, and then we ourselves haven't been lined up the way we should.
Well, I didn't even see that. I didn't see anybody move. But obviously somebody saw it.
We're at the 9:01 mark here of the third quarter, live on the Oklahoma Sports Network. OKSportsNet.com. Please go to Facebook and like us there because that way you'll know when our games are, what we're going to be doing next. Two receivers on the far side, one on the near side. Got a man in motion. Felter under center. Just a handoff, sweep, jet motion going to the far side, the 40, and then gets tagged right there at the 39, gets back the negated yards. Oh, now we get a yellow flag coming up right there, and there's only 3 MAC players, and I'll tell you what, Coach was in the middle of it. We'll find out, but this was late. This was after the play, so this is going to either be unsportsmanlike conduct, something that could go against Mac because a Mac coach was upset with a player. dead ball, personal foul against Macarthur. So, yeah. So the Highlanders, either something was said, something was done, but that's going to cost your team 15.
Well, and that play was they did unbalanced to the right, and they just ran a big a sweep to that side, and you made 4 or 5 yards. That's not a bad play, and then you just shoot yourself in the foot because you get a unsportsmanlike conduct call. That call can't happen in really tight games, Eric. You lose games because of that,
and you don't want to get sloppy. It wasn't Coach Manning, but one of the assistant coaches was right in the middle of it. Said just he had enough of that. Whatever it was. But we'll regroup. Second down and forever. Felter will be in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers, near side, far side. Running back to his right. Straight back to pass. Looking downfield. Flushed out of the pocket. Then decides to run on the go. A little razzle-dazzle. But he's smart now. As a senior, he's not trying to take hits. He just gets what he has and then get out of bounds. And coaches try to tell them as a sophomore, do that. Just make the safe play. I mean, just get what you can and then get out of bounds. Get out of bounds.
And we'll play another down.
That's right.
There's another down coming.
Don't take a hit where, we risk a lot more.
Well, you understand when it's
with you trying to get a yard.
4th down and 1, you've got to make it. You do what you got to do. But not
3rd down and 22.
No.
So, get a new play call with 8:24 left to go here in the third quarter. You're watching Big Mac football here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Is this a timeout?
This is a timeout.
Okay, we'll take a timeout.
I think he's going to bring it back now.
No?
Eric.
Okay, yeah, right.
He first thought it was like it was a timeout.
Yeah, because they're all heading to the sidelines, and then they probably said, who called timeout? They said, no one did. Okay, well, they get back on the field.
Yep.
Get back out there.
We were just playing.
I know you want a water break. In the shotgun formation, Felter rolling, looking, throwing. And then, a readjustment. That would have been a nice catch for Kemper, but Kemper lets that hit.
He'll kick himself for that because that was right in his hands.
Just it was kind of and then readjust. Yeah. He had another opportunity.
Yeah.
So 4th down now, punting situation so Eisenhower stalls out in their drive to start the second half. Macarthur does the same thing. Score stays the same, 35-6 with 8:16 left to go here in the third. Felter, of course, is also the punter. Almost gets all of that. That was almost blocked, but he gets a high, fielded at about the 9, then taken. And then great tackle from Woodson right there at the 15-yard line.
It was a great tackle, but it was almost blocked. I mean, that was just
That's textbook right there from Woodson.
But that was definitely
Johnny on the spot.
A real big chance of getting something blocked. He was right in his face.
Kilton Mims producing this show, making it really look good. A lot of replays from our Lawton Firefighters Union, and they're going to sponsor that all year long. If you want for sponsorship opportunities, I was asked this today, you can just go to our website under Contact Us. There's 3 names, myself, Jay, or Randy. You can contact us for sponsoring opportunities for Big Mac football. It's going to be a fake handoff. And then a pick right there at the 20. He's got one man to meet, and he is going to waltz in, and he'll score. Another highlight for the highlight reel for the Highlanders to pad the score. And this has been dangerous territory where they have thrown picks where they shouldn't have. And he waltzes in. Right there, a 20-yard scoop and score, pick 6 to the house to make it 41-6 with 7:57 left to go here in the third, and the PAT coming up.
Well, it's getting out of control.
Yeah, that's when the wheels start coming off. Yeah.
Well,
I understand.
Your players start thinking there's no chance. Well,
we're getting our opportunities for the PAT for Vaughn Pope.
It's gotten better as the game's gone on with the kicking.
So the ball down, kick is up, kick is on its way, and this kick is good.
I told you.
42-6, 7:57 left to go, and we'll be back right after this. You're watching Big Mac Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
Do you suffer from knee or hip pain? Stop hurting and start moving with Mako Partial Knee and Total Hip Replacement. Comanche County Memorial Hospital is proud to be the first and only in Southwest Oklahoma to offer this minimally invasive technology. Surgeons perform procedures with a Mako robotic arm assistant for accurate implant placement customized just for you. The result is improved surgical outcome, minimal hospitalization, rapid recovery, and relief from pain. To see if Mako is right for you, call us today.
All right, back here at Cameron Stadium, it's a 42-6 contest. As the Big Mac attack gets the opportunity. Let's give you your scoring recap. It's brought to you by Trey Chambers Chiropractic in need of support. Well, at Chambers Chiropractic, 23-10 score. We got your back. It was a pick six, 21-yard into the end zone for a PAT. Good to make it 42-6. And your kickoff sponsor is brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In. 2 locations, 7 South Sheridan Road, 6810 Northwest Cash Road. Let's go to Wayne's. Kicked off a little short, fielded at about the 23-yard line. Taking to the 25, looking for a lane in the middle. It's got a little bit of room and a lane. Gets up to about the 35-yard line, contained by the defense, and stop there.
Well, he almost pitched the ball back to the deep guy to let him run it. And it was like he turned to look at him, and I think he thought, well, I might get in trouble for that. I think I'll keep it. He did look at him, though, like, should I throw this to you?
You know how many times we've seen quarterbacks do that? Like, I don't want it, you can take it.
Yeah.
You know, this last-minute pitch, and they said, man, thanks a lot.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, my God, you got me killed.
I'm not going to say it, because as soon as it happens, I'm going to say it. If I say it, I'm going to jinx it, so I'm not going to say it.
Don't say it.
But you know.
Nope.
Okay, I won't even hint it.
Nope, don't even do it.
Okay? But I want to say hats off to both teams for it. 2 receivers near side, far side in the shotgun formation. Rolling, kind of get caught, almost caught from behind, but that quarterback has got little elusive skills as Ethan Roberts got away from 2 defenders as he was really caught in the backfield.
Was he their starter last year?
I don't remember that. I don't think that he was.
I don't know the answer either. And I'm telling you, he's a good little quarterback, and he's got some moves. And they'll figure out what works best for them as the season goes along. You know, hey, this kind of stuff doesn't work. That works for us. And Mac will do the same thing. There'll be some plays that coaches run early in the season, and they don't see it. By the end of the season, you never see that play again. It's like that play is terrible, you know. You just don't ever want to call it again.
Roberts, going to be a handoff up the middle. Riding high to the first down marker and more to midfield right at the 50-yard line.
Watch this replay. I want you to look at our lineman. Number 77.
High. That's Phillips.
He's pushing him all the way back into the backfield. Now if we just get him a little bit lower underneath the pads.
Talon, I mean, you know, like we said in the very beginning, the pedigree of a long Phillips, you know, Montana, the state championship wrestler, you know, Dustin, his older brother that played Lawton High, another brother, you know, big wrestling family, great family. He's got a good future, too. Here in football, 2 receivers near side, 1 on the far side. Fake one way, kind of set up the screen, and then has, oh, wow. Tell you what, almost ran into the white cap. That's going to hurt a little bit. He said, are you okay? I almost ran into you. Are you okay?
You know what the quarterback's thinking? This is the NFL.
Yeah.
How did you push me? Right? NFL, they don't push them. Man. If you push me, you get a flag. Oh, no, this is high school football. You really get hit here. Poor kid's like, he shoved me kind of hard. Bizarre. I'm telling you what, this kid's got speed, and for an end to stay with him like that and make him go to the ground, that's good stuff.
So back to work here. 2nd and 10.
I want Corey to get a sack today.
For Roberts. Roberts got plenty of time to throw, looking to throw. Going to air this one out, and he is going to get that. A pitch and and then caught and then dropped at the 18-yard line.
Well, really good coverage there.
Almost like to see that again. Let's see this.
Well, a good hit.
It's in replay here. Goes back. He had all the day to throw. And look at this.
But to watch this
and
hit.
Boom.
Ooh. Nope, you're not catching that.
Well, that's what happens.
We call that a slobber knocker?
Yeah, that's old school.
Uh-huh.
Well, since we're 50 years old now and celebrating,
Who-
we
you
can
are.
say
I'm not
old.
saying that.
No, I mean MacArthur is.
Oh, I thought you were talking
The
about me.
throwback helmets, the old M, 50 on the helmet. And, yeah, you are over 50. Who's counting?
Calm down.
Straight back to pass, under heavy pressure, sets up the screen.
Come up.
That is caught at the 50.
Good
And then
job.
gets away from one tackler, but not three others. Posse and the other host of crew of the defenders for the Highlanders take him down right at past midfield, inside Highlander territory to make it 4th down.
Isaiah Posse says no more.
Isaiah, senior this year, 3-year
It's hard to believe
starter.
we've been calling his name forever.
Oh, I know. That's what happens with 3-year starters. We're gonna miss calling Racer Felter too eventually, as he's a senior. Aaron, the same thing for Aaron Woodson, senior. Called his name out a bunch. Low snap, takes that. A little bit of pressure, almost blocked. And we're going to let that one go, hopefully get in the end zone. Oh, no, look at that, right outside the 3. That's why I say when you stare and look at it, either hope to goodness that it gets in the end zone or pick it up and do something with it.
Yeah. You hate to see him roll.
You want to roll in the end zone, and thank for that for the Highlanders, but it got an Eisenhower roll and out of bounds. 42-6, Highlanders lead with 5:47 left to go in the third. And an official's timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Big Mac Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
Introducing Nissan's Bottom Line Sales Event.
In this event, it's all about your bottom line.
Take $4,000 off Frontiers and $8,000 off 2019 Titans. With our industry-leading 5-year, 100,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, the Titan can handle any workload you choose.
The Murano takes $7,500 off your bottom line, and Altima $5,000 off and 2.4% financing for 60 months.
Nissan of Lawton.
The right car at the right price.
All right, back to action. In his own end zone, Felter. It's going to be a handoff. Don't get tackled in the end zone. A flag in the play, and if this is going to be a holding call, it's going to be a safety.
It's holding in the end zone. It is.
And that's going to be holding against the Highlanders in the end zone, safety, and 2 points for the Highlanders. For the Eisenhower Eagles. And then a punt coming up.
Free kick.
Boy, we haven't seen that in a while. So 42-8 now, making things a little interesting there. I think Mac was confused of what was happening there, that they didn't realize it was a safety. So a little free kick at the 20.
Well, if it happens,
Eisenhower's going to get the ball back.
And you always tell your players, when we're backed up in the end zone, you cannot hold.
All right.
You just can't. And it looked like it happened on the back side of the play. It was on this side of the field. They're going right, and it was on the left side. Sometimes you think, what are these kids thinking? And you start thinking, oh, they're kids.
Yeah.
They're high school kids.
Well, this is high school, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? You see some of the seriousness of unsportsmanlike parents for youth-based football games now. They're just treating it like it's the Super Bowl, for everything. I understand competition. I understand winning, but not winning at all costs, and especially not letting kids be kids, understanding the game, learning the game.
Enjoying
Let
the
them
game.
learn. Let them learn mistakes.
Because 99% of these kids will never play at the next level.
Right. That's true. Very, very small percentage. And then even those who are lucky and fortunate enough to get to the next level of Division I, they don't even get to the next level.
Right.
So get your education, they always say. Don't think that you're going to be the next NFL star. So a free kick. It's going to be right there. I think you practice this very little. Felter will take this boot like a big punt. Gets a lot of air under it, but it's going to be fielded and then just right down there at about the 43-yard line. So 5:36 remain here in the third quarter. It's been all Macarthur. Actually starting off with the first play
Yes.
From scrimmage, an 80-yard pitch and catch to Kemper from Racer Felter, and that put the Big Mac attack up 6-0 with the missed PAT, and they've really never looked back from that.
Haven't heard much from Kemper, though, since that one catch.
Well, that's true.
Maybe 80 was enough.
It's going to be a handoff, man. One missed tackle, and then 50 down to 40. Oh, and then Bizarro comes and gets him down. But that's going to be enough inside Highlander territory. I wonder if fatigue is starting to get a little bit on both teams.
Well, you know, like I know.
Eisenhower still playing tough, though. I like it. No quit.
The officials doing the timeouts mainly to give these kids some water.
Yeah, and that's smart. Oh, snap over the head, able to pick it up, and on the run and on the go, looking to throw, and then he just runs out of bounds. But, man, an in-air snap and a run down by the MAC defense, 42-8 with 5:18 left to go here in the third quarter. And a big shout-out all the way to Oregon, Jim Harris, one of our executive producers for the Oklahoma Sports Network in the early infancy of this program, watching us from the great state of Oregon. So, yeah, we're getting all of these little individuals chiming in, especially in our military connections, those who are even overseas. That's why it's so great to watch it on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Handoff gets down to about the 44-yard line. .444 and counting. And a third down and about 16.
Well, my cousin from St. Louis says we remind him of Laurel and Hardy.
Oh, thank you.
So I said, oh.
By looks or by what? Trips on the far side, looking to throw. On the run. Oh, man, just a little underthrown right there. Man, he's dating himself, though. I mean, I bet you these two don't even know who Laurel and Hardy is.
No.
Yeah, see, Kelton just said no. Caleb said no.
They have no idea. We're the only ones in the booth that have a clue.
I don't even know their theme song.
But probably all of our listeners
I'm not going to ask who's, I'm not going to ask who's Laurel and who's Hardy, though. I'll let them decide.
Well, I think it's because
I did shed a few pounds.
It's that hairdo you got going on.
Hey, I have a face for radio, and I understand that. I know my place. They're going to punt that, little bit of pressure, and is going to be.
Just get away from it. This is one of those you just can't do anything with.
No, he's going to mark that right out at the 2-yard line. So last time it worked for Eisenhower.
Here we go again.
Hold in the end zone for a safety to get two. Well, can they 2 points us all the way back into this game? 4:03 remain here in the third quarter. Mr. Sparky is your third quarter sponsor. Most of the crowd has stayed from both sides. You know, when high school football gets here, I know college started a little bit early with last Sunday's game with OU. The Cowboys played last Saturday. The pros are playing this week. You know, they played last night. Everybody's in a football mode. But back in under center now, Racer Felter at about the 1-yard line. It's going to be, no even handoff. It's, like I said, trying to get the quarterback keeper, but just not much to go, but he did gain about 1.5 yards. So brings up about second down with 3:37 left to go here in the third. Well, we got to say that we need to get out of a hole here. What kind of play do you have at your own 4-yard line? Oh, and either it's false start. No, it's going to be encroachment. I'm going to say on the defense. Nope, false start. So it's going to be half the distance to the goal. So split the difference, and we'll go right back to about the 2. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Back in the end zone we go. Boy, this is like deja vu all over again. Racer Felter, midway in his end zone, back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket, on the go, on the run. He's going to run. Makes that man miss. Fast stance, and then a spin move to the 30-yard line. Well, that's a little Racer Felter highlight that we'll put on. You didn't see a flag, are you? I know you're looking for something.
I'm just looking for anything yellow.
Okay.
But I don't know. Man, he's got some speed, doesn't he? I mean,
boy, and then the juke moves. He's special in that way. You can watch that on film all you want.
They're walking back.
But that's,
They got a holding on Macarthur.
I
guess it wasn't in the end zone.
It wasn't in the end zone. Well, as after he left. So, yeah, thankfully.
Oh, my.
That would have been another 2 points.
Oh, my.
Okay. Well, it's going to make a second down and short. About 2. So 2:55 left to go here. Here in the third quarter. Felter in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers, near side, far side, handoff. Hits the crease here on the near side, gets the first down and more, move the chains back up to about the 15-yard line. A little bit of breathing room.
You just want a little bit something you can run around with.
I mean, you just started on your own 2, basically. Got out of a little bit of a hole. Said the fan base on both sides, very proud to have come to the stands. Glad that you could join us here if you weren't here in person here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. If you're watching some of our other schools, I know, unfortunately, Lawton High could not video stream. They're in Texas playing Burke Burnett. Handoff. Ooh, that went nowhere for maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. But their clock management, I know that teams are a little bit tired now. You just kind of not, you got the 42-8 lead, and now you're milking the clock down to the 2-minute mark here of the third quarter.
Yeah, it just won't tick fast enough, right? So you're wanting to get out of here, and you want nobody to get hurt, and you're wanting to be ready to, go back and work on the things you need to work on.
2 receivers near side, far side. Murray is at running back, fakes to the running back motion, and wow, he's corralled back to the original line of scrimmage.
That's when you wish that he
Racer
handed
Felter,
off.
yeah, just didn't.
Just hand that one off, because when they've got that many guys in the box, you are going to have a tough time.
They're just daring you to throw, yeah.
They're saying beat me with a pass, and Mac's done it all night long.
Well, they have. I mean, but I guess either their confidence in their secondary, I don't know. Back to pass, back to throw, and the readjustment defensively came up right before Woodson was able to come down with it. Now, remember, we had so Lawton High was playing Burke Burnett. We play them next week here, and we'll be the home team. That'll be a fantastic game to watch. And then we had Altus went to Vernon. And we have 5 new schools, because we always had the 3 Lawton schools plus Cache, Elgin, and Duncan. And then this year we've added Altus, Newcastle, and then the 3 Midwest City Dell School cities, Midwest City, Carl Albert, and Dell City. Ball will get down to about the 45-yard line. Flag on the play. Looks like Woodson and a pair of Eisenhower Eagles. And this could be, of course, this is going to be taunting or talking or whatever. It's going to be after the play and unsportsmanlike. We had an assistant coach get into 2 blue jerseys right after that. Dead ball foul, personal foul against Ike. So, and that's when frustration gets. I understand. It's 42-8. The game's really kind of in hand. You got $1.05 left to go in the third quarter. Hey, join us for our coaches show, and we've got something new this year. We're at Salas's at 7 p.m. on Tuesday, and it's a collective, meaning the Southwest Region coaches show. You've got Lawton Macarthur, Lawton High, Eisenhower, Cache, and Elgin all represented on a week-to-week basis. So Christian Lawyer is your guest and your host, along with Cole Lear, and that's Salas's for Taco Tuesday, by the way. Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Join them live, in person, or watch live each and every Tuesdays. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. He makes that man miss. Boy, he's elusive.
He's good.
Then runs for the sticks, and boy, I'll tell you what, he's going to get it. He runs out of real estate. He's going to pick up the first down on his own. So a great little run by Ethan Roberts, the 5'9", 160-pound senior.
He's got some wheels and he's got some moves, and he's going to take a lot of people and juke them out of their shoes this season. I can promise you that. And he's not very tall. It's you kind of think, wow, how does he see down the field that far, standing in the pocket? But Eisenhower's done a pretty good job. And they had made us jump. They come out in 4 wides, and Mac jumps.
That's the only thing that we've seen a little bit.
They called it on Eisenhower.
There
you go. We'll take it.
42-8. Highlanders with the lead. Comfortable lead with 31 seconds left to go in the third. So we've got about 12:31 left in this contest. 2 receivers, near side, far side. Roberts in the shotgun formation. Hard clap, snap
Get
down.
him right now. That's
Bizarro,
it.
there it is, and the ball comes out, and there's a mad dash for it, but I think we'll see if the Highlanders, Eisenhower is able to jump back on that. But, man, Bizarro with a hard hit right there.
He's been my guy. Even last year, remember, he would just I like that. I like the hustle. I like the energy. And
Yep, and this is going to be the end of the quarter. End of the third quarter, 42-8. We'll be back with the fourth quarter action. Big Mac football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
Looking for an opportunity to advance in the workplace? Republic Paperboard Company in Lawton, Oklahoma offers competitive wages as well as excellent benefits. Republic is a quality producer of paperboard products used in the manufacturing of gypsum wallboard with advanced technology and a committed staff, and makes them one of the premier paperboard companies in the U.S. using 100% recycled paper fiber. Republic Paper partners with many local organizations to build a better community. Go to republicpaperboard.com.
Presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network here live at Cameron Stadium. Jay Burke, along with myself, Eric Sherem, 42-8 after 3 quarters of play. And now 12 on the board to make it your fourth quarter. Your fourth quarter sponsor is brought to you by First National Bank and Trust. 2 convenient locations in Lawton on Quanah Parker Trailway and Sheridan Road. Find out how they can be your bank for life. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. First National Bank and Trust. Well, some stuff to build on, but you know, Coach was right about one thing. His receiving core is pretty special. He says he's got a lot of talent there that he hasn't seen in some years, putting it together. Flushed out of the pocket, makes a man miss, and I'll tell you what, this quarterback, very, very conditioned, very disciplined, Ethan Roberts.
Pretty good job by Mac, though. It's going to be 3rd and long here, 3rd and about 15, 16. Mac did a good job there of coverage downfield. There was just nowhere for him to throw the football. But it starts with the pass rush. You get him uncomfortable, make him roll out, and then you take away 4 receivers, you make it 2 coming to this side of the field. So you end up making it a whole lot less, area for him to throw to, and he just knows there's nothing there. But I'm impressed with their blocking. I'm impressed with Eisenhower. Honestly, they've really.
I mean, compared to what we've seen in the last few years, yes. I mean, they're putting on a good show.
Yeah.
2 receivers near side and far side, back to pass, and then flushed out of the pocket again. And boy, I tell you what, your quarterback has earned more of his rushing yards.
Only problem is that's 3rd down and forever. You've got to throw the football. You're down 42-8, and you got to try to make something happen. You throw a pick, okay, you throw a pick. You're here in the fourth quarter. So to me, it's more of as a coach, I'd much rather see you throw the football there and take a chance, and we try to get somebody to go up and get it.
So 10:49 left to go in this contest, 42-8. And a punting situation. It's going to be booted, hits the 40, gets the Eisenhower roll at the Cameron Stadium, 30, 29, and about the 28-yard line. So, yeah, we've got our coaches show we talked about. We talked about the new additions, 5 new schools to make it 11 plus Cameron University. Going to be able to do basketball for them in the winter. Baseball and softball coming up per the Lone Star Conference. Adding to the network, the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At some point here, you're going to see Mac start to change some people out and get some some guys into play here. But
Yeah.
But you still want to get some good play time in for your starters because you got to turn around and play Lawton High next week.
That's true.
And that ain't going to be easy either. So
No.
you're going to have to be ready, and you need that conditioning. You need to know it's going to probably be 100 degrees next Friday.
Yeah. The 10:06 mark. There's going to be a handoff. You know, and you're going to see a little bit more play of D.D. Davis. You want to be able to. Just going to check one thing about Davis. They don't give his heights like they do for the Eisenhower. 215 pounds, though. Little bowling ball.
Yeah.
They're going to use a lot of clock time, too, here, which is smart. Use as much as you can as he shifts over and then shifts back. I don't know if he knows where we're going on this play. It's going to be a handoff. Davis, yeah, cuts up the middle. There you go. Off, man. Nice run up to about the 45-yard line. Quick on the play and the instant replay from the Lawton Firefighters Union.
Don't say it.
When? Oh. Well, but you knew what I was going to talk about.
I knew exactly
Okay,
what you
but
were
now
talking
that
about.
it's happened, I can say it.
No.
This is the first cramp that we've seen all game from both
now
sides.
we'll have 85 between now and the end of this game.
But they have both seen the leg up in the air. That's
We'll be here till midnight because of you.
No, not because of me.
Yeah, because you said it.
I didn't
told
say
you,
it.
Our rule was we don't say that.
I was going to say, you know, with the heat, how both teams were conditioned, and we go 3 quarters. It's in the 9:22 mark of the fourth quarter that we first see this.
It is actually amazing.
It is.
With it being 100 degrees
Hands
down
off
the
to their
field.
conditioning on that. So we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Big Mac Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Whether you're building the house of your dreams or just doing a simple remodel, Hard Rock Surfaces would love to help you find top-quality natural stone countertops to fit your style and budget. Give Hard Rock Surfaces a call today for a free estimate.
At Brady's Design Center, we have a large selection of stylish tile, carpet, wood flooring, custom cabinets, furniture, and all kinds of accessories to make your home one of a kind. Give Brady's Design Center a call today for a free estimate.
All right, back here at Cameron Stadium, 42-8 is your score. The Highlanders on top with 9:13 and counting left to go in this contest. Taking their time to snap this one off. Racer Felter. It's going to be handoff to Kemper. Just loaded up in the backfield and see he's corralled. And you know, they say that Kemper was going to do a little bit of back and forth. He was going to be in the running back and the receiver slots position.
Well, one thing that Mac's trying to do here, obviously, is milk the clock, run the clock off.
Yes.
You're not going to see them until they have to probably throw the football, then they will. But back in it wasn't too many years ago, in the last few years, that we threw the ball almost every down and we ran it. You know, it was kind of the opposite thing here. But Mac's been pretty balanced tonight. I mean, getting under center, running the ball straight ahead, a lot of that stuff is, you know, has been really good for Mac.
Never been to Spain, so the Highlander Regiment ends up playing when everything is well in the fourth quarter. It's going to be a handoff jet sweep going the far side of the field. We got a new player in. He is going to skate. He is going to, get pushed out of bounds. I think that is going to be, is it Tyler Seymour? Is that number 8?
That's number
You
9.
get a jersey number? No, number 9.
That's
okay,
number
then
9.
that's, they're Jaden Garcia.
Wow. You need to get him involved in the game plan. That guy's got some speed.
He got some jets.
He put them on now. Woo. Get that boy the ball. Figure
Well,
out a way to get him the ball.
We're inside the red zone, and your red zone is your Billingsley Hyundai for stress-free shopping or new or used cars and trucks. Choose Billingsley Hyundai 82nd and Quanah Parker Trailway. It's Billingsley Hyundai, your red zone specialists. Run got him inside. And, you know, and Coach doesn't really want to run up the score, but you can't say to not score. And
What do you say? You know, I used to be in those positions where you think, okay, and as a coach, you think, I can't tell a kid not to score unless I do victory formation. And then that's embarrassing to the other coach if it's early in the game. So you don't want to do that.
So Gray is going to be in at quarterback.
I think he just scored, or he's close.
No to the 1.
Wow. He hit the hole hard.
So Davis gets gets his yards.
He kind of reminds me of, what was a kid's name a few years back that was just the guy that ran the ball every down and just seemed like he always had the energy.
Was that in the state championship year? No. What are you talking about?
It was after that.
After that.
Yeah.
I've slept since then.
What was his name again? Teddy Thomas.
Oh, Teddy Thomas.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I just couldn't remember his name after I called it.
There it is. He'll get in. He'll waltz in. He'll score. Touchdown, Macarthur.
But you got to have that back. You got to have that back that will get in there and go between the tackles and make it tough and can still bounce it out and get gone.
48-8, 40-point lead with 7:01 left to go in the fourth quarter.
I can't wait until next week to see all the old folks come back.
Old folks. Wow. Careful now.
That's
Careful
my
now.
friends. I'm one of them, so
You're one of them.
say it. But to see all the MAC people come back is going to be awesome.
Von Pope for the PAT coming up. Ball is down. The kick is up, and this kick is good. So it makes it 49-8 with 7:01 left to go in the fourth quarter. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Big Mac Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Here at Carpet One, we have a great selection of carpet, hardwood, vinyl, tile, laminate, and area rugs. With all this, you're sure to find exactly what you want for your home. Come browse our exclusive selection or give Carpet One at Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
All right, back here at Cambridge Stadium, and your recap of a 1-yard scoring drive by Scoring Recap Trey Chambers Chiropractic, 2310 East Gore. And your kickoff sponsor is brought to you by Wayne's Drive in 2 locations, 7 South Sheridan Road, 6810 Northwest Cash Road. D.D. Davis in the 1-yard scamper score touchdown for Big Mac. Chipping it to the far side of the field, going to hit the turf, 1 bounce catch at the 20, 25, 30, makes a move, and then gets pushed down at about the 33-yard line with 6:54 left to go in this contest. And you got to say, Eisenhower also is, I will say, still playing.
Yeah,
and that's what I love. There's not quit. There's not quit in them, and, they're still playing, and that's what you want to see.
And you've seen in the years past where they just kind of didn't seem like they were that interested in winning. And I think this year they're going to be a lot more into trying to win. And I don't know why, but I just know that there seems to be a different energy.
So we had one in at quarterback from Racer Felter change. Eisenhower still going with their starters. Run up to another past the first down marker, the 45-yard line. We got some substitutions for the Highlanders big time. A lot of fresh jerseys in right now. A lot of new names. Some underclassmen trying to show their stuff. With a 49-8 lead with 6:29 left to go here in this contest. Another handoff up the middle, go to the 50-yard line. So Ethan Roberts still stays in at quarterback for the Eisenhower Eagles. And it looks like on their schedule, they will play Choctaw here, I think, on Thursday. Yes. And then they'll play Lawton High after that. But you can catch that here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Choctaw Yellow Jackets come in for a Thursday matchup against the Eisenhower Eagles. 2 receivers near side. Handoff from Roberts. Man, when you get the substitutions in, this is when you see the starters against the 1s versus 2. You're seeing some glaring disparity. Holes opening up. They're skating down to a first down opportunity right outside the 27-yard line.
5:34 left to go in this contest. Clock will roll and whistles stop. What do we got? Let's call timeout. So they do. They call a timeout. We'll take a timeout. You're watching Big Mac Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Crowning Around in the Tux Room at 215 Southwest C Avenue in Lawton has been serving the surrounding area for the past 13 years. Specializing in prom, homecoming, and pageant dresses, plus budget bridesmaid dresses starting at $79. Plus, they are your headquarters for tux rentals for the individual or the entire group, with wedding packages starting at just $66. You can even shop the entire collection found online at crowningaround.com. Crowning Around in the Tux Room, 215 Southwest C Avenue.
All right, back here at Cameron Stadium on the move, on the drive right outside the 28-yard line of the Highlanders, the Eisenhower Eagles. Good
job.
Taken down right there.
Big number 50. Who is that?
56.
56.
That's Barry, Chris Barry.
Chris Barry needs some more playtime, Coach.
Well,
oh, come on. Give
no,
it to him.
I understand.
Give it to him.
Well, they'll see that on film. They'll
give him some love. Because they still got their hogs in there.
Yep, they're staying with their ones. 4:49 left to go in this contest. Roberts handoff, and then running back as he tried to do misdirection. I think the turf got up there, and Posse's still in there, though. Still a little bit of that defensive line presence.
I saw Bizarro's. There's still Corey's still there. There's a lot of them there.
Well, they're getting some breathers. You know, you got some substitutions coming in and out.
Well, that's why you hope this other kid we just mentioned, that's a kid you want to be able to say, hey, you can come in.
Play in rotation.
That's right.
Yeah.
We need you.
Third down and long, third down and 12, right outside the Highlander 30 with 4:09 left to go in this contest. High snap. Roberts is able to take that away. Running outside corner and gets rustled down at about the 23-yard line.
You know, one of the things I wanted to say was a lot of times coaching, you coach and you go through all the practice and you think you know something about a player until you finally see him in a game. And sometimes players just don't practice well. They're game time players. There's just some other gear they go into. And I've had players before that I thought, oh, he will never, ever make it. In the first game I thought, okay, he's got to be in. You know, coaches change their mind pretty instantly when they see some good stuff. They're like, oh, how did we miss that?
Fourth down going for it. Fourth down and 7, right outside the MAC 25-yard line. Ethan Roberts, another whistle here. Timeout. So Eisenhower didn't like what they saw. They took a timeout. We'll take a timeout. You're watching Big Mac Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
Top Notch Barbecue. Serving up the best barbecue in the Southwest at 2012 West Gore, right next to Raymond's. With a variety of barbecue from sliced and chopped brisket, sausage, hot links, pulled pork, chicken, ribs, awesome loaded baked potatoes, and you can't forget about their famous cowboy fries. Top it off with a fresh, made-from-scratch dessert. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 8, Sunday, 11 to 3. Top Notch Barbecue. 2012 West Gore Boulevard, next to Raymond's.
All right, back here at Cameron Stadium, 49-8, Big Mac lead with 3:14 left to go. Straight back to pass, flushed out of the pocket, on the run, on the go. Down to the 20, he's going to take it and run, get out of bounds, running out of real estate. Fourth quarter sponsor brought to you by First National Bank and Trust, 2 convenient locations in Lawton, Corner Parker Trailway, and at Sheridan Road. Find out how they can be your bank for life. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
So Elgin was hosting Blanchard in their new stadium, by the way. I've seen a lot of impressive things at the stadium from Elgin. I don't have any scoring updates. The best thing for you to do is just bounce around on the Oklahoma Sports Network, and you can see all these games. Midwest City was playing Carl Albert. Duncan was playing PC West. Newcastle was playing Noble.
I just got an update. Bixby is beating Jinx 50-0 in the third quarter.
You are kidding me?
No.
That is not a typo? Wow.
It says 50-0.
50-0?
Yes.
What's happened to Jinx and the Trojans?
Wow.
Hey, that's another team that went like 0-3 and won a state championship.
Yeah, that's something that kind of happens in Oklahoma.
Yeah, don't overlook them too much. They'll get some stuff figured out. They're going to time out for a measurement. What do you think, Kelton? You think they got this one? You put him on the spot. He says, yeah. He says he's got it. No. Just short of the goal. Just short. 3:06 mark of this contest, 49-8. Jay, you got to be thinking about it. But we are going to have our player of the game announced at the conclusion of this during our post-game, brought to you by Burger King. But Crow's Body Shop will give us our player of the game coming up. Don't forget Tuesdays at Salas's, Southwest Oklahoma's Coaches Show. We'll talk about the Big Mac win over Eisenhower. Salas's Taco Tuesday. They're over there on Gore, right by the railroad tracks, an East Side tradition. Yeah, moving from 2nd Street, just over on Gore. Kind of same proximity. Julia and the gang will take care of you right. Taco Tuesday. Inside the red zone, the 18-yard line. Then turned over for the Highlanders and a scamper and a run. So we get all the way up to about the 32-yard line with 2:34. Let's play keep away. Just stop the clock to move the chains. And then run clock run. It's good to be 1-0 after a 4-6 season last year, Jay.
Yes, very much.
4-6 season last year. Can you believe that? And I think we're in better position to avoid that. And we missed the playoffs for the first time in 16 years or something like that?
18, I think. It's kind of crazy.
In it, handoff. Gets up to about the 42-yard line. You checking scores? What you got? You have anything yet?
Not yet. I'm just looking around.
Second down, clock will roll. 1:51 left to go in this contest. Kind of a hot start to our Friday. Got the Sooners in action on a pay-per-view tomorrow. NFL started last night. Run a full slate of games on Sunday. So ready or not, football is here to stay. I said, someone posted on my social media, they said, I'll see you in February. If you're wanting to catch me on Saturday, Sunday, and some Thursdays, I'll talk to you then.
That's it.
Well, for you football fans, you understand.
I'll give you an update. Number two Blanchard, right? So Elgin's playing?
Yes.
Number 2 Blanchard is getting beat by Elgin 29-20 in the third quarter.
Wow. And they started that game at 7:30. That's why they're a little bit behind.
Mm-hmm. 2 minutes left to go in the third
Maybe that's
quarter.
something new Stadium Elgin's bringing out there. 2 receivers near side and far side, back in the shotgun formation. Waiting, taking up all the time they can. 8 seconds on the 25-second clock. He'll wait to about maybe 2, hand clap, then gets it. Handoff. Good clock management. Down to 51 seconds. And I think that's going to be just a few. There'll be one more play because there's 35 seconds on the play clock, 38 seconds on the big clock. Only a few seconds. They'll only have to snap it one more time.
Ardmore 0, Ada 7 in the fourth quarter.
Okay. Ardmore, we're going to take a knee. That's good. One snap, take a knee. 14 seconds, and I think that should do it.
One more of our teams. Del City 20, Bishop McGinnis 17.
Wow.
Final.
That's a final.
Final.
Del City gets a big win at home on the Oklahoma Sports Network. 3, 2, 1, and this one's officially in the books. 49-8. Highlanders with a big win to go 1-0 to start the season. And we're going to come back with our post game, and we'll also announce our player of the game. We'll do that right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
Gardeners, a reminder from your friends at Bedrock Nursery. The fall season is upon us, and now is the best time to plant. Here at Bedrock Nursery, we have a wide selection of trees and shrubs, homegrown annual bedding plants that survive the winter season, hardy garden mums in all your favorite fall colors, and don't forget to bring the kiddos to pick through the largest pumpkin selection in Southwest Oklahoma.
We invite you to come visit Lawton's premier full-service garden center, Bedrock Nursery. Come see the difference at Bedrock Nursery.
Nobody moves more real estate than Pam and Barry's team.
And that's why our clients keep coming back to us.
We had some friends that recommended the Pam and Barry team, and they exceeded all of our expectations.
Our home sold in 3 days. It was a wonderful and easy experience.
And we would love to help you.
So follow the signs of Pam and Barry's team at RE/MAX at 248-8800. We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
Feet. We use them every day, working, playing, and usually taking them for granted. If your feet hurt, see the professionals at Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic. They've been serving Southwest Oklahoma for the past 36 years, providing the highest quality care and combining the latest technology with old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. With 3 locations to serve you, Lawton, Duncan, and Altus. Call today or visit us online at swokfoot.com.
Becker Raybon Funeral Home has been serving the funeral needs of Southwest Oklahoma since 1940 and has been owned by the Raybon family since 1975. They're proud to be a part of the Lawton community and wish each school a safe and successful season. In football, direction is important, and a team relies on the coach. The same is true when dealing with life's changing moments. Their staff is eager to find ways to assist you. When it comes to measuring levels of service, there are other funeral homes, and then there is ours. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, 1502 Fort Sill Boulevard.
It's time to start cracking it, cooking it, buttering it, grilling it, baking it, brewing it. McDonald's fires up the griddle every morning so you can start digging in and enjoying it. And saving with the Mix and Match deal. Choose from Sausage McMuffin with egg, Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit, or Bacon, Egg, and Cheese McGriddles, 2 for just $4. Add any size soft drink for just $1. Make your morning routine a little better.
All right, back here at Cameron Stadium. Your final, 49-8. Big Mac with the big win. A 1-0 start.
That's a good thing.
That's a good feeling considering what we ended with at El Reno as our last broadcast of last year.
It feels a little bit more comfortable, doesn't it?
Sure does. Don't forget you can catch us on Roku and Amazon Fire. It's a great opportunity for you to download us there. Hey, let's also tell you, let's give you, this post-game show is brought to you by Burger King. Lunch or dinner, Burger King is the place. Your post-game show brought to you by Burger King. Also, let's give you your player of the game brought to you by Crow's Body Shop. It's 314 Southwest Lee Boulevard. Don't let an auto accident wreck your life. Come to Crow's Body Shop for our player of the game. And that is going to be
Mr. number 4, Aaron Woodson.
Aaron Woodson had some great grabs. You and I talked about that. I think that, we can talk about Racer Felter's play, and he's going to get some of those. But Aaron Woodson was really with some great grabs. Montez Edwards really coming in and stuff. And, with the first play from scrimmage for the touchdown, you got to also say with Kemper with that big score to, start the stuff.
We had 3 or 4 that you can pick from that had really good nights tonight. So Mac's in good shape. I can't wait to see next week's game with Lawton High.
Lawton High next week. Wow, and we are the home team. So how cool is that? Okay, so for Kelton Mims, for Caleb Sherham, for Jay Burke, don't forget Salas is on Tuesday for the coaches show, and then we'll be back next Friday, 6:30 for the pregame, 7 o'clock for the kickoff 49-8, your final Big Mac on top. You've been watching a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Boomer.
Good evening.
Boomer.
Sooner.
There you go.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.